maybe.
I concur.
I just gotta click the button, and we're just gonna watch what happens.
Are you trying? Yep. Are you trying to sound like Toad?
Time is money, friend.
I mean, have you ever? Oh God, what's the name of the freaking YouTube series? Hold on.
There are many YouTube series.
All I can remember Toad from is the series Sonic Getting a Job, or whatever it was.
Sorry, thanks for saving me, Mario, but your Princess Peach is in another castle. God damn it.
And what's the fucking that one.
Okay, I remembered it. Mario Warfare.
Oh God. Oh no, no.
Mario Warfare.
No.
That's the Toad you want to be like.
Oh my God, no. I'm gonna stop you right there.
What's the matter with Mario Warfare?
It's very funny. That's not something I want to talk about.
What you don't want to talk about?
No, I did. No.
You don't want to talk about the introduction to the Smash Force.
Oh my God.
Which is a fighting ring.
I don't
hear that.
That voice is.
So what's the no Russian mission in Mario Warfare like? They go in and murder Civ Goombas?
No, stop.
The implication of Civ Goombas are.
Oh my God.
Oh, we are actually on stream now.
Yes, we are. I said I clicked confirm and go live.
Yeah,
Hi, stream. We're talking about
Modern
murdering
Warfare
civilians.
3's campaign sucks.
Yeah, it does actually. Like I'm actually upset. Like just listen.
What?
Listen. Okay, they just
Listen.
they just need to release the remastered versions of Black Ops 1 and 2. Just saying.
Hey,
They
listen.
really need to at this point. They're getting
Hey, listen. Listen up, you fucking annoying fairy. But no, what I was gonna say though. Oh no, go ahead.
At the Game of the Year announcement, the guy who was announcing literally said that the campaign for Modern Warfare 3 sucked.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I will.
And the devs freaked out.
I mean, well, what did they expect? Like most people have been saying that. The only people defending them are the hardcore PvP players.
Also, everyone who didn't play Baldur's Gate 3 are shitting on it for winning Gotti.
Oh, get over it. Larian Studios is amazing, and they deserve the praise.
Truly, they're saying just simply incorrect shit that it looks like a PS3 game and shit like that.
Fuck off. As a person,
Truly.
as a person who loved Divinity and Divinity 2, like they could go. Literally, everybody else who hates on Baldur's Gate 3 could go fuck themselves.
Such good games.
They are.
Have you streamed them?
I've streamed a little bit of Divinity 1. I really should play through, at the very least, play through Divinity 2, because Divinity 2 was amazing.
I have Divinity. I mean, what?
About to say, when I get it for PC, I will. Or do you have it for PlayStation?
PC.
PC?
And PlayStation, actually.
If I get it for either, I will make sure that.
PlayStation doesn't really work. Get it for PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say, when I get it for PC, I'll hit you up so we can.
Me and Tiny tried it on PS4. It never loaded for us.
Yeah, that makes sense. There are a couple.
Yeah.
There's a couple of PS4
Probably
titles.
Tiny's fault. God damn it, Tiny.
Obviously.
That's not true. Me and Tiny were playing Apex for a decent amount of time until finally, for some reason, the server was like, "Fuck you" to both of us.
Yeah, it's
Server
probably Tiny's
shut
fault.
down.
Sounds like a Tiny issue.
In the middle of our game. the
I
server
know!
shut down.
That was such bullshit. But what I was gonna say though, by the way, just to make this quick, because we really should get started. But I was gonna say this. One, I will say the trailer for Modern Warfare 3 was very nostalgic because it played some old school Eminem, which just took me back to when I was young. Back to my junior high days. That was awesome.
You were young.
Yeah, when I was young, you know.
Were you riding a dinosaur back then?
Hell yeah, I was. I was freaking Fred Flintstoning up in this bitch.
Triceratops is cool.
Hell yeah. If I could have, I would have. Second of all, what I was gonna say though is, yeah, no. When it comes to the game awards, long story short, there were a lot of people who made the argument about like who should win Game of the Year. It was to a lot of people, it was very predictable.
Yeah.
One of my favorite gaming YouTubers, like he openly talked about it. I do think he was being a little bit of a Sour Patch Kid when it came to, like the best ongoing game. I'm sorry. Fortnite can't win every single year. Like, Jesus criminy. Otherwise, what would be the point of inviting anybody else?
Yeah.
Just, like, Cyberpunk, Phantom Liberty won best ongoing game, for the year. It's like, he made a big sting saying that Fortnite should have won because of the fact that they just dropped 2 new, like, really good things. And it's like, I get that.
Who gives a shit? It's the same fucking game.
Excuse me. Yeah, agreed.
Cyberpunk easily got the best glow up of the entire year. Shit, I'd say one of the best glow ups of the entire fucking decade.
I am with Cameron that I about to say I loved Tears of the Kingdom. I think Tears of the Kingdom was an amazing game. I played the shit of it. I'd play it again, but
I stole it. Does not deserve.
No. Yeah, I don't think. Well, here's the thing. It is so similar to Breath of the Wild in so many ways, and then they added a forced-in building mechanic. It's like, I'm sorry, like it's not different enough to win Game of the Year. Like Breath of the Wild deserved Game of the Year. It, like, Tears of the Kingdom does not. But I am happy that it got nominated. Like, that is what I will say. I am so happy that it at least got recognized. Which is, where me and Cameron agreed, because basically it's like, did it deserve Game of the Year? Questionable. But are we happy that at least it was recognized for being a really, really good game that was released this year? Thank you. Spider-Man 2 was nominated and won, I think, no trophies?
Yeah, that's correct. It was nominated 7 times and won fuck all.
Yeah, that
because it's super unremarkable. Everyone forgot about it the moment it came out. Tell me I'm wrong.
I just got it literally yesterday. My friend Sebastian decided to get it for me for Christmas.
On stream.
But I say, yeah, on stream he gave it to me, which was really sweet of him. But I say, I'm really looking forward to playing it and sharing the experience with you guys. But I say, to be fair, I got him Baldur's Gate 3 for Christmas, so, like, me and him have been playing the shit out of that.
Fair trade.
Also, Alan Wake 2 being recognized so hard, I'm so happy. Like, I as a person who loves Alan Wake, it warms my heart really hard that it, like, got nominated for so many games, and then, like, so many awards, and then winning 3 of them. Like, that like production company loves that game so much, and it makes me happy that they're getting recognized. But that's my horror loving heart coming, beating, as in comparison to like what other people are like, oh yeah, action adventure is like the only game that should exist. It's like, oh,
Horror loving heart.
My horror loving heart, which I will, like, I literally had a conversation with my mom earlier about like new horror movies that came out in the indie scene. And a series that I still need to watch, which I'm really looking forward to because I didn't know it existed until recently. There's a horror. There's a comedy horror series called Thriller, which is about a killer mime / clown, that like is very similar to it's very similar to Freddy Krueger. So it's like, like the thought of that is like, oh, dude, I gotta watch this. This is probably gonna be a good time. But
we should probably get into it.
Yes, we should get into it. But as I say, I figured it's worth mentioning since the Game Awards it literally happened a couple days ago, and also Iron Mouse winning Content Creator of the Year, which I'm also very happy about because I like Iron Mouse. So.
I know VTubers stinky.
Oh.
Stinky bad.
Oh. Freaking. I like VTubers. They're cool. But I say Taka Takahata 101 is VTuber, and he was one of my favorite people to watch on YouTube.
Is quite a VTuber.
He's quite the VTuber. Considering he was one of the creators from Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
How dare you, Winter? You're not in World 20 yet.
I'm sorry.
That's
Listen.
from Winter to
No,
become a
I'm
VTuber.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Oh.
we should make Winter a VTuber.
Oh
Make
my
that guy a fucking furry VTuber too.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Listen here.
Oh shit! I forgot I was gonna work on that model.
I was say it's all good. About to say when that model is done, I might do a couple of things with it just for funsies, because
Ew.
What?
like VTubing stuff, not furry stuff. Get over yourselves, guys. But as
Way too
Dang.
late.
Never.
but as far as like doing some videos just to
Stream Winter's the furry.
yes, obviously, can't you tell?
Poor
Like,
him.
that is a
You just admitted it.
like Abby has to deal with it all the time because of the fact that no, I'm
What,
not
you
a
being
fucking
furry?
no, I'm not a fucking furry. To anybody who is that,
Damn, he's oppressing furries now.
I'm not gonna have this
Winter-
conversation. I'm not gonna have this conversation because there is no winner in this conversation.
That's
no
right.
way.
That's fair.
God,
It's
it's
Which is
like
why you should
the
have it.
"Do you know you were gay?" question. There's
Yeah.
no winner.
there's no winner there. Like,
Yeah. Understandable.
like
Well,
here
there
it.
is a winner. Just say yes. Finger good.
Just like fuck sakes, man. Just fuck sakes. Anyways, we're 11 minutes into the stream. Let's get going.
Yes.
It has been a minute, and I will also address this just because, it's been a couple weeks. I apologize. I have been coming in and out of losing my voice for literally the last 3 weeks. It's been rough, and I'm still dealing with it. Honestly, because the weather can't make up its fucking mind if it wants to take my voice away.
Outside is frightful.
Exactly. And my sinuses, they are just awful. And since I have no place to go, I'm going to stream.
Yeah.
Guess you might be out of work for 5 days soon.
You?
Dad has COVID, so.
Oh no! No!
I'm staying away from him. right
Yeah,
now.
lock yourself in the other side of the house.
Quarantine that asshole.
To be fair, though, I got COVID, and me and Abby share a bed, and she didn't get COVID.
Problem is.
That's why you get vaccinated, bozo.
I was. I am too. But I still got COVID. But it was a lesser form of
It
COVID.
sucks.
I actually talked about that with you guys. Literally, like the only way I knew I had COVID was that everything tasted off. Like I was drinking a soda and it tasted like it was expired. Like that was how much COVID messed with my taste buds. But we're gonna go ahead and get into this. Starting off with last time on D&D, which I can still do that. That's how I can tell I'm not over it yet. The Solaires, upon returning from their Feywild adventures, have decided to tackle and take down the threat that was causing issues at Mount Dunatel, learning very quickly that it was a very familiar killer clown that you have been dealing with since Session 1 of Garland, who supposedly is part of the Avatars, and proven so. The party had, after dismantling and killing a ashen giant, and saving the remains of Scales of War, the members that are currently in Skystead, the party collecting themselves and making their way towards the mountain, have not only been able to make it there, but even with a high successful check, the party was able to find the actual tunnel that Scales of War normally uses to get into the mountain. But what waits for them deeper inside of the mountain? What is this party going to do? And that's where I'm going to lead up to you guys. So
I think 72 virgins wait for us inside.
God.
I'm going to go ahead and need a marching order from you guys because this is a narrow pathway.
Blue found it, so he's in first.
All right.
No, it's gonna be in front. Garnan's gonna be slightly towards the middle.
All right. Well, hold on. Let me get this going. So, we got blue in the front.
Have Garnan take up our butt so we can. kill him and
I'm
focus
looking
our
at the
follow.
aura. I'm thinking about the aura more.
Oh, aura, yeah.
So we got blue in the front. So who wants to be behind blue?
Belwraith will be.
Excuse me.
That works. Kazir will be taking up the rear.
All right, because you're in the way back. Say it.
Really likes taking up the rear.
I mean, you know.
Oh, shut up.
All right, so let's go ahead and do blue, Belwraith. Did Henrik want to be closer to the front or more in the back?
Probably more in the back.
More in the back? Okay. So, did you want to like try to mingle it so you're in the middle, or would you rather be closer to the back towards Kazir?
More in the middle.
More in the middle? Okay. So let's go ahead and do blue, Belwraith. I'll go ahead and do... let's go with Bimp. Bimp and Knackle can be in the same spot because Bimp is a small creature.
Knackle is carrying Bimp.
I mean, I could totally see that being what happens.
Sitting on his shoulders.
And let's go ahead and do... Should we do Garnan in the dead middle? So that is...
Yeah.
So that way his aura is out.
Yeah.
All right, Garnan, and then let's do Losa, Henrik, Karnak, and Kazir in the rear.
Heyo.
Heyo. All right. So,
Flower knows some things about that.
all right. So, allow me to describe this to you guys. So, as you got blue, since you are leading the way, the first thing you notice is that when you're entering this narrow passageway, is that you see it is a rather thin like staircase going downwards. There does seem to be a wraparound, like if you go in slightly, you do see there's like a side door tunnel that goes upwards. But it does. But you are seeing a lot more wear and tear going downwards than upwards. In other words, you can see which path is traveled more.
That makes sense.
Maybe we go up, because that's the important path.
Gonna go up towards the top of the mountain. What could be up there?
They're gonna go down.
Oh.
He's gonna be floating, so in case there are any traps, he doesn't step on it.
Absolutely.
Good plan.
So as you guys are starting to make your way downwards, you are seeing a very narrow staircase. The sconces are not lit. Which blue? About to say, remind me. Are you wearing the mask or are you wearing goggles?
Both.
Both. About to say, obviously the goggles of night. These are the goggles of Devil's Sight, correct?
Yes.
Trying to make sure, just making sure I understand correctly. With that,
He has it set to where like the goggles are sticking out of the eye holes of the mask.
makes sense. I'm gonna go ahead and have you roll me a perception check.
Right.
Just to start this off, so I can tell you exactly everything you see.
Let's see how roll 20.
Let's see.
Not well.
Not well. 16. That's still pretty good though.
Enough.
So with a
See a sconce.
So with the 16, you notice that there was plenty of foot traffic that's gone through here. You're seeing that it's not atrocious. It's not like an army was going through this area. It seems more like have been people that have been walking down this staircase recently.
Century.
Yeah, they haven't. Like you're noticing that there isn't a bunch of dust on this path. You're not seeing a bunch of like empty space. You are seeing that this is a worn path that somebody probably has walked down at least more than a couple times this month. That is what you could tell, but as you are progressing through, you are noticing that whoever might have been going down this path probably has dark vision or just didn't need to light the sconces, because the sconces are still filled with oil. Like, there is nothing...
There are no lit torches that got put out.
Exactly. Like, these are... Apologies, I had a cough. You notice that basically these have been well kept. They are not lacking in the ability to be relit. It's just that either the people who were coming down didn't need it, or maybe other reasons that they might not have had it lit. But I'm gonna also have you go ahead and roll me an investigation check, because I'd assume you'd be looking for traps.
16, nice.
60.
All right, and plus.
I have a different character sheet open.
Well, you can't be that character. You have to be blue right now.
Oh.
Well, that character for a different PG in general.
Just like, oh,
An entirely different game.
here comes G.I. Tiny. You know, he's got a history of being a commando for the military. I just want to see him pop up. It's like, I'm cocking my RPG.
Guns do not exist in that world yet.
Yet. Oh my god, is this your demon character?
Plus 5, 21. Huh?
Is this your demon character?
It's a dwarf.
Ah, fair enough, fair enough. I thought you were going to talk about your Doom campaign. Oh my gosh. But either way, you got a 20.
21.
Alright, with a 21, I say you do match. As you do go down, because you're flying, but I say you do not trigger this, but you do notice that there are a couple of you would Mike, secondary question, would you keep up your magic eyes?
Yes, since this isn't like the Feywild where it actively hurts him.
Yeah, like this is like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of necrotic energy coming out of this place. It's agitating, but this isn't like the Feywild where it's like strobe lights in your eyes.
Yeah, this isn't epilepsy, it's just a flashlight in your eyes.
Yeah, this is like somebody has a flashlight and they're keeping it too close to you, so it's just irritating your eyes. Whereas like the Feywild, it's like the seizure procedure, and it's just causing a bunch of freaking lights just flashing constantly. But keeping up your eyes, you do notice that there are strings of magic, which has abjuration magic attached to it.
He's just gonna kind of whisper to Bowen, "Hey, there are traps here, here, and here. Tell the others."
I'll pass it down the line. And so will Garnan.
All right.
He's trying not to be too loud.
Yeah. So trying to speak quietly. With Belwraith right behind you, you could talk to him about it.
He did.
I know, but I mean,
Can
like,
I be heard? Check, check.
yeah, you can be heard.
Oh.
I apologize. I had him mute for 2 seconds because Abby was trying to say something to me real quick. But anyways, so okay. But you guys are.
Everyone gets told.
Absolutely. Which, the problem here is, Blue. You're noticing that there is a bit of. This isn't like a singular string. These are multiple strings that are like coursing of different heights. The one thing that kind of weirds you out because of your investigation check, you are noticing that these are. You would know because of the fact that you are a lore bard and you have a high arcana, that abjuration magic is specifically meant to help protect or seal. and that this trap could very much be like, you know, it could be definitely be a dangerous, like, you know, fuck up and you die kind of trap, or this could be something that's trying to key, or it could be magic that's meant to keep things in. But of course, naturally, without identifying it, you wouldn't be able to tell for sure.
If y'all want to give me 10 minutes, I can tell you what's happening, or I can just use it. I really don't.
It doesn't matter. Let's go.
All right.
I'm probably keeping something in, since that's what this,
Speed is must.
this mountain was for.
Absolutely. With that being said, Blue, you keep going. Are you going to try to avoid these strings of magic?
Yes?
Okay. I mean, easily done. No checks necessary for you because you were literally flying. You can just maneuver yourself to make sure you don't trigger one of these. But for everybody else, if you're trying to actively avoid it, I will need an acrobatics check. Otherwise, I will need. Otherwise, you guys could just walk through.
Acrobatics, no problem.
Start off with Belray since he's next.
Yep, I'm about to say we're gonna do this.
Garth is gonna be 15.
20.
Nice. So 15, 20, both success.
I gotta roll for gun. I don't know how these work. Athletics.
Protection from good and evil.
+0.
So 4.
Makes sense.
That's a natural 19 for Knackle. Good for him.
Nice.
That's fucking Belwraith. Not Belwraith. That's Garnan's roll there.
Success.
Sure, sacrifice
Success.
Garnet. Just
Of course, sacrifice Garnet.
As a Henrik, would you like to try to not touch the lines, or are you gonna just walk through?
15.
15. That is a success. Looks like if only Philman and Garnan failed, which kind of makes sense. The two of the tankier boys makes sense. But I say you do watch it as they walk through, and like Garnan just kind of like he's trying, and then but you see his shoulder just like touch it. Henrik and Kazir, you could see his shoulder touch it.
He explodes.
But well, I mean, you do and you don't. But as a Blue is the only one who can physically see them because of his magic eyes.
Oh.
But you notice that as he touches them, nothing happens.
That we can see.
Yes, that you can see.
That we can see.
That you guys can see. I mean, he like his shoulder like goes through it, and then you also watch Philman's tail accidentally go through it. But nothing happens as far as you can tell.
Does this magic look like it's harmed in any way?
No, it seems to still be a steady stream.
Interesting.
You guys progress.
Hey, just because I'm curious, I'm actually gonna make
history?
Belwraith do it. I'm gonna make Belwraith.
Oh no.
Make Belwraith
Don't fuck.
Make Belwraith do what?
Go to touch it.
Touch. Poke.
Touch.
He touched the butt.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, we hear you.
Died.
You died for a moment.
I can't hear you guys. I think my Wi-Fi is fucking up.
Oh
Oof.
no.
Try to
No.
restart. Oh wait.
All right, guys, we're restarting. So welcome back to the city of Pegland. About to say you guys, you guys show up for the farmers battle competition.
Warp.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
All right, good.
Okay. We hear you.
So what happens?
So I'm about to say, all I heard was you're gonna make Belwraith do something.
I want to see. Belwraith, out of curiosity, is just gonna try to take a couple steps back into a chord.
Okay. I'm about to say,
Like, purposefully trying to hit a chord.
Pardon me.
as you try,
Demons.
as you walk backwards, Blue, you see him walk through it. Nothing
And
happens.
disappear.
Yeah, he walks through, and you just see the ashes that were once Belwraith flying in the air. No. You notice you notice that Belwraith walks through it, and then walks through it again, and nothing happens.
Okay, it's meant to keep something in.
I feel like Belwraith would have the best chance of knowing what these traps are actually meant to do.
I mean, Belwraith could. But the problem is, Belwraith was never a sentinel of this particular place. He could roll a history check because of his training.
Yeah, sure.
But there's no guarantee
Can't
that
hurt.
he would know.
10.
You only know the broad strokes of this place. You don't know what defenses were specifically like put into this. All you know is this: one, you knew that this was the only nexus that was that's actually known by mortals. Every other nexus, to everybody's knowledge in the world, is still a secret. But I say two.
Pardon me.
You know that this place was found when it was found. The church literally like doubled down to make sure that this place was safe and that there was always going to be holy knights and clerics looking over the place. And last but not least, you would know that the nexus itself is guarded by a particular dragon of a was protected by a particular crystal dragon that literally made sure that nobody got close to the nexus. Those
That
are the
reminds me. We need to capture an officer alive. We need to get the dragon out safely.
Understood.
And you say that, and all I hear in my head was, "I defeated an officer!" Which is a reference I don't know if anybody's going to get, because that was a game series I grew up with.
Oh, I feel like I
What was the
should.
series?
Dynasty Warriors.
Oh yeah, I know
Yes.
that shit.
Oh god, every time, like, and especially the ones that you got to make your own character, if you beat one of the officers, it's like, all you hear is, "I defeated an officer!"
Oh, Hyrule Warriors was still the best game in that franchise.
That's fair.
Changed
That's
my mind.
That's fair. That's fair. I can't. Well, Samurai Warriors series has been pretty good so far. But-
Also, to be fair, I never played any of them.
They're really fun. I really had a lot of fun. Plus, also, that's how I knew about Labu. Anyways. But yeah.
What do you mean, take an officer alive?
We need to find a way to extract the dragon alive and safely. Having an officer do that for us, or at least intimidate him into telling us how, would be helpful.
I know
That
how.
way, we haven't even
know
seen
how.
what it's trapped in.
What's his name?
I don't even know what
Thorpic
it's
told
trapped
me.
in. Why are you talking to
Thorpic told
Thorpic?
me. Because he gives me useful information. He gave Garland this. What was the item? It was like a black stone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That is correct. It was a particular black stone. Unfortunately, you didn't get a great view of what it looked like, but it was a black. It was like a black gem.
He gave Garland a black gem that he's using to contain the dragon.
Pardon me.
Exactly.
Do I know of any cursed objects that are black gems?
Go ahead and roll me a religion check.
Maybe not
Like
cursed, but like the
27?
ones that we contained.
Yeah.
His religion?
Yes, this would be a religion check.
Ooh, that's okay.
Just,
19.
black-
19.
Nice.
You- So it is definitely not unheard of for there to be dark artifacts specifically designed to capture and restrain powerful beings. Even the good gods have created items like that in order to restrain darker entities. But darker entities have also created such a thing in order to contain their enemies. You would know from your history of Scales of War. You've had a few of these items. But as far as like intimate knowledge, not so much. You guys, especially in your case, because you were being jumped directly from, like, the moment you hit Cardinal, they were trying to jump you to Head Cardinal since you were the next one to be picked to be the Arc Cardinal.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they did keep you away from a lot of that stuff right off the bat. because of the fact that you would have been intimately familiar with them sooner rather than later. But you do know that there are items in Scales of War's history that they've dealt with. What, unfortunately, even with a 19, you don't know which one in particular that would be.
We'll just ask
Alright.
Thorpick when we get the chance. We just need that stone.
We'll talk to my people first. My trusted people.
Okay,
Either way.
that also works.
But, that being said, do you guys progress or...
Continue.
Yep.
Yeah, right. So as you continue...
Actually, no, we go back and leave.
Oh, fair enough. All right, guys. So you guys exit the
Say our
dungeon.
address.
You guys exit the dungeon and decide, fuck this place, we're out.
Yep.
I'm gonna go make a better gate with blackjack
And hookers. You know what? Forget the gate. God damn it, Norton, go out.
We're
of here.
making boulders.
I say we'll just hit
Yeah,
up.
go deeper.
We'll just hit up the Elf Song Tavern.
Gotta go deeper.
Fun game. But
Onward.
you guys
Down.
you guys can start progressing downwards, and you guys start going for about like 15 minutes of just going straight down. About to say, Blue, I want you to, again, since you are leading the party, I'll have you go ahead and roll me another perception check.
Shit.
And Kazir, because you're at the back of the party, I would also like you to roll me a perception check.
Oh, okay.
It's a 20.
21.
Hold on one moment.
You're good.
23.
23, nice. So that being said, apologies. You guys, as you guys progress forward, because you're keeping your ears open from behind you, you're not really hearing anything. It's pretty tame and pretty quiet in the back. But that does not. I assume that does not put your any hairs on your body on, like, it keeps all the hairs on your body on end.
Yeah.
Ears up, always listening.
Constantly listening, ready for whatever might. Well, trying to be ready for whatever might come.
But Blue, as you're leading the party downwards, you're starting to hear the rattle of bones. I assume, like, as you're going, I assume you guys are trying to stay as quiet as you can be.
Yeah.
As you start going down, again, being the first one to be able to go down, you notice that you end up in a pretty empty chamber. And inside, you see what appears to be a decent amount of skeletons. Let me just double check this real quick. With a 20, you're able to notice that
82 skeletons.
this seems to be a pretty open chamber. You are seeing what appears to be a crystal ball, and surrounding it, you see what appears to be kind of a purplish, like, smog. And you see approximately, because they rolled really bad on their stealth check, you're seeing about 23 skeletons in this room of various shapes and sizes.
Who's going to use a message on Belwraith and just say back up now.
I'll do so.
Alright, so you guys start backing up slowly, I assume? Alright, so...
If Kazir gets the message, he'll back up, or he'll back up when he notices everyone else. Sorry.
Yeah, you're in the back, and like, literally, it's like telephone, just like, back up. Oh, we're backing up? Okay, sorry. That is you guys, without nary a sound, you are able to back up, and it's very much just a Scooby-Doo scene. And
Pops his head in.
What's
Nope.
going on?
Blue's just gonna use message to tell the group that he saw however many skeletons.
23.
23 skeletons trying to hide, but sucking at it.
Yes. Don't you hate it when that happens?
Yeah.
Skeletons in your closet trying to escape.
I mean, it's
Why
not
would
like
you
we
do
have
that?
any other way through.
Do you want, like... I could be a distraction.
They're bloody skeletons, Blue.
Yes.
They're not very strong.
I know.
Both me and Knuckle can make them just leave.
You want to blow them up?
We probably can, actually.
Yeah, you guys could.
How far away was the orb?
The orb would be in towards the center of the room. It's a pretty decent sized room, but probably within like 60 feet of where the door is. You can see the crystal, like the crystal orb.
Did I disconnect or did someone else?
No, you.
No
Just
one's talking.
I was
Blue's
looking-
breaking up
yeah,
hard.
I'll detect magic. You can see it.
Yeah.
Oop. Hello.
Hello.
He's gonna say that there was an orb emanating a smog.
Which you didn't need magic vision to see that. You literally could just see the purple smog coming out of it.
I was gonna see if he could see what type of
Absolutely.
magic was
How
off the
far
orb.
is the range in detect magic?
30.
30. You'd have to sneak into the room
See
to
the magic of the smog.
Oh, to see the magic of the smog? I'd say you'd have to go in the room a little bit if you wanted to get close enough to see the magic.
Alright.
There.
You wanna just rush in, guns blazing?
What is it? No.
I mean,
You know what a gun is.
Yeah, I
Henrik just lifts up a gun.
That was out of character now. That was out of character. I forgot what a gun is.
I just like the thought of you going, what the fuck is a gun? And then Henrik just lifting up his gun and just kind of going,
Oh,
Yes.
right, those.
just cock it in front of you.
Still a new concept.
It is, actually.
Yeah.
Guns,
Most people still
guns-
haven't heard of one.
It's true, but I say guns are only true. Like, okay, lore thing. Just a quick lore thing, actually. Guns are only really known in Atharia and the Cerulean frontier. Like most other places don't have rifles and stuff, because not only is bullet making, a relatively new thing. Guns have only been around for about a decade. It has not been that long, and magic is just so plentiful there isn't a reason to mass produce them. Make sense?
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that people are looking for ways to try to merge magic and these guns. But again, that's
Makes sense.
that's more of a Cerulean frontier kind of situation, artificers and whatnot.
Alright, guess we're doing this guns blazing.
Got it.
I mean, if you guys want, you watch as she lifts up her hand and you just see an orange bead appear in her hand. I could, if you, I can. It will take up a little bit of magic, but I could at least get this going.
You
Would
could,
help a lot.
but the problem is they're kind of spread out trying to hide.
Fair enough. I guess. I figured I'd offer. I didn't see the room fully, so. Excuse me.
Do you wanna?
I
Oh,
could.
you like blowing stuff up?
I'm pretty good at it. I say if you.
Art Cardinal approve of this?
It's the only way I see through.
Alright, then let's do this.
Leroy Jenkins.
Pretty much. Yep.
Works for me.
So they can't get a. Everyone prepare an action, okay? Once we enter the room, set that action off.
All right.
Gotcha.
So as you guys get close to the room, Bimp is going to see if she can. She wants to see how much of this room she can see from the doorway. So with her stats,
Does she want Blue to pick her up?
not necessary. She rolled a natural 19 with her bonuses, and she just looks in and she goes, "Oh, there is actually a decent amount in here. That orb, that's odd. I've never seen something like that
Don't stare
before."
at it too long.
Agreed. But you watch as she kind of points in, and she points to a corner where she sees there's like around 10 skeletons close to each other. I could blow these ones away. But as the moment
Take those out.
the moment I set this off, if you guys want to rush in to take care of the rest, I can fall back. I can fall to the side. I'm pretty small.
That works.
All right.
Agreed.
So you watch as she kind of lifts up both of her hands, and you see like a ball of fire appear, kind of shrink down to a bead, and she
We're
is
doing the hold action and running.
absolutely.
Yep.
For this particular room, guys, this is going to be theater of the mind for this particular room, just because of the fact that I couldn't quite get the size proper.
No
It's a
worries.
big square room with a bunch of skeletons.
Pretty
Fine.
much. Like I figured we done not too much necessary. There isn't really a lot of places to hide here either. So you watch as Bimp just lifts.
Yeah.
You watch as Bimp just lifts up her palm, and you watch as the bead just kind of. And I'm gonna roll a dexterity check to see if these skeletons can get away from this. Oh, not a chance in hell! I rolled a natural 7.
Ooh, lucky for us. Unlucky for them.
But I say I'm gonna go ahead and roll the damage for this real quick just to see
Okay.
if there's any chance for these skeletons to live.
It's gonna just,
Watch as she takes
Gonna
out like
probably
90% of them.
she's taking out 10 of them.
Well, I mean it's also fireball.
Oh yeah, true.
If any of you guys had this spell, would you not use the same thing?
Fair.
Yeah, we're throwing a
That was
grenade into the
sufficient.
room before entering. It's
Oh god.
room clearing.
Oh sweet Jesus! You know, Pimp.
Wait, it's safer than a grenade, actually.
Actually, Pimp.
Sorry,
Now,
just a thought.
now a part of me wishes you would have saved these rolls for like an actual boss fight. Let's see here. So that is.
He does 1 billion fucking damage.
Vicious mockery to the closest skeleton, I guess.
5. So that is going to be 37 points of fire damage. Because as an evocation wizard, she can add her intelligence bonus to the damage.
Ooh.
So that 37 points of damage. You watch as as a ball of fire consumes 10 skeletons, and you just watch as they get turned to ash. With that being said, I'm gonna have you guys go ahead and roll me initiative.
Okie dokie.
Unless you would rather just choose to go in your order.
What you guys do?
We can roll initiative.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me initiative.
Does Blue get to vicious mockery that skeleton?
But I say, I'm having you guys roll.
Damn, I'm rolling good
6.
today.
I'm having you guys roll initiative just because you guys will get a surprise round since you
16.
found them before they found you.
Garnin doesn't have. No, he doesn't have any bonuses to initiative. Great.
That's a 15 for Blue.
Hold on.
Is this plus your?
Scroll. He has a +5.
That's true because of Jack of all trades.
17.
I always forget Jack of all trades works on initiative as well.
Initiative is the check. X check.
It's true. Let's say.
Ye-
So we got.
17.
Yeah, we got. So you and Belwraith rolled the same, so it's up to you two to determine who goes first.
I'll
In front of him.
give it to you. I'll give it to you.
I'll just take it since I'm in front of you so I can get out of your way.
So let's see here. And then did Henrik want to roll initiative or
Yeah. 14.
14? Okay. Let's see here. So top of the order, we have Kazir rolling a 20.
Yep.
20. And then we got Blue taking up second. And then we got Belwraith. Then we got, is that Garnan who got the 16?
Yeah.
So Garnan with a 16. Henrik with a 14. And then it was
Oh shit! I forgot I
Karik.
took some of those exhaustion points away. since
Yeah, yes,
we
you
got
can. You guys rested.
Only one exhaustion point, right? for a
Because
long rest?
because you guys rested, you guys are clear of exhaustion.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
If to my knowledge, unless I am incorrect, when you get a full rest, your exhaustion clears. Again, I could be
I
wrong.
believe 1 point
It
of
only
exhaustion
removes 1
clears.
point.
It does remove only 1 point. In this particular case, because of how the exhaustion is given to you guys, this would be cleared with only a night's rest. If this
well,
was
I mean, because
Due to it being
remember, I
the
went
magic
down.
ability.
yeah, because
and-
of because of it's a magic because it was a magic ability. Now, if this was like Garnan going into a rage, like
Well, the reason I had 3 was because I was downed. Remember?
Um,
Like,
actually,
almost killed,
Garnet
so-
can't rage anymore.
well,
If-
actually, you're right. I should have known that, and I will have to do better next time.
So, yeah, I don't have any exhaustion points. Is
Yes.
what the DM's saying.
That is correct. That is
Alright, that's the final say then.
exactly.
I just looked at my cheats and saw it and was like, oh.
I was looking at my Game Shark to look at my cheats. Let's see here.
You guys have cheats? No fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all play with cheats. Everyone does. Why aren't you?
Yeah, come on, man. If you're not cheating, you're not
I'm just-
trying.
I just make
Baseball
drugs, okay,
rules?
man? I play Pot of Greed.
That card is banned. do you even know what that card does?
Draw 3 cards.
Wrong. It's only 2 cards.
Two.
I make it draw
Pull
3.
pot of greed. Pull pot of greed again. Pull pot of greed again.
No.
Pull pot of.
Now hold on. I'm going to turn this
Different
duel
spot
around.
Card that you draw 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's great or bad greed.
More than likely that or Pot of Aberrance.
Yeah, that one.
Gotta say, I play Duel Monsters for many years. Gotta say, I still collect the cards because the art for them are really cool. Anyways,
I have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I have binders. I feel you. I didn't want to get rid of them. But we're gonna go ahead and start off at the top of the turn order. Kazir, you are at the back of the party.
Oh, how long is
Climb
this
on the
hall?
roof.
Or
Use the
tunnel?
shadow blade to turn into a shadow. I don't know.
Here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say, Stray. You could to do an acrobatics check to try to like use the walls and like try to dash past them. Unlike a monk, you this isn't a guarantee. You'd have to roll a check to see if you could. But you also could use your bow and try to aim it. But they are gonna get. Actually, you have sharpshooter, right?
It's downstairs. He does have sharpshooter.
Yeah,
so,
I do.
so
Yeah, I
which
do.
means that that ignores cover. So if I would say you could either roll an acrobatics check to try to get past everybody to get into the room, or have you roll a perception check just to see if you could spot one without. About to say
I'll
with
roll
your
the
ankle.
acrobatics just because I
Oh,
feel
flip.
it's a little safer than risking shooting one of the party members.
Absolutely.
Or he's in the back of the skull.
That's an 18.
18.
All right. About to say
Nice. It's not too bad.
it's not too bad. Good old reliable talent.
Yeah.
Gotta say with an 18, it's not your best movements. It's a little sloppy. You almost like slightly kick Blue in the side of the face. Almost. Blue can feel the wind go past him. As you exactly. You're able to just narrowly not hit Blue as you land in the room. But as you enter the room, you see a grand total of 13 skeletons staring at you, and you also see this orb that's letting out this weird purple smog.
How close is the biggest collection of them?
The biggest collection of them from where you're at, I just have a little diorama right here. You would see that there is a group of 4 of them, about 25 feet from where you're at.
Oh. Ugh. From 20. How close are they together?
They're within 10 feet of each other, 10 feet.
Okay. Yeah. Let me double check thing quick. Oh, that's already open. One moment. Sorry, I should have had this prepared.
It happens, dude. It's all good. It's also been a couple weeks.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to cast. Actually, I'm need to. How far away did you say they are from me?
From you, 25 feet.
25. Okay. My brain just logged out for a moment. I move 10 feet closer and cast Burning Hand.
Okay, absolutely. So I'm going to go ahead and roll a dex check, and you can go ahead and click the damage for Burning Hands. It should be on your list.
No, that's not the right thing to click, I don't think.
I say there should be
Click the wrong thing.
There should be a weapon option.
Oh, weapons. Okay, that makes...
Like in the center of your screen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was in the spell area, so...
Yeah, in the spell area, it would just give you a description. But for damage, there's a thing in the center.
Oh. Why isn't it going?
Hold on, let me take a look. Oh yeah, I forgot because I have the book and everything. Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Do.
No worries. Technical difficulties.
It happens, man. All right, I pulled up your sheet. Burning Hands should be right underneath the Monarch Slayer on your weapons.
Yeah, I see it. I'm just
if you
for some reason when I click it, nothing's happening.
If you did you click on the 3d6 fire damage?
I clicked on both the words Burning Hand, then the 3d6, and nothing.
Let me take a look. Make sure. Are you okay if I click it?
Oops. I accidentally clicked with the Slayer, I think. Oh no, that's
tiny.
Never mind. Well, no, that was blue.
Cast it level 1.
Sorry.
There you go.
There. Oh, thank you.
Not a problem.
Oh wait, slashing.
Oh, you could.
I clicked the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Why is it doing weird things now?
I have no idea, but I was able to do.
Oh, okay. I think I realized. I am an idiot.
Would you like to give it a try? Or better say.
Let me tell you what's going on first, because my brain just.
Absolutely.
The menu was appearing under the menu, so now I have a stack of input windows.
Oh, that's weird. Hold on. Are you on attributes and abilities? Because that
I accidentally closed out right now.
Go ahead and open up the character sheet. It's okay, but this is a learning process. So.
Yeah, I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry.
You're good.
Hold on. I have to first click this input value window that's stacked to the heavens.
To the heavens!
I didn't realize that they would be popping up under the stupid window for some insane reason.
It's all good.
I think it's why?
Just let me know when you open up your character sheet.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to hurry.
It's all.
I don't know why I have all these weird shadow windows now.
It happens, man. It's all good. We've all been a spellcaster at least once in our life.
And dealing with these. Hold on, just so that you guys see kind of what I'm talking about when I say shadow windows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the right chat.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Did you?
And I can't. I mean, I can click onto stuff, but it's just. You know what? Never mind. I'll click the thing again and just. Brain, work with me.
There you go. Damn.
Oh.
That's actually really good. Holy shit. But,
Sweet.
all right, let me roll for the skeletons. About to say that is a
I
13.
still have those weird windows up, but
A 13, no bonuses. Which your DC is 14, so they do not succeed.
yeah.
But I say, damn, that was close too. They have no modifiers to their decks because they're skeletons. At least they don't. At least they don't have negatives like zombies. But either way, that's 13 points of damage. Oh shit. Let me take a look at their health. Let's see here. All right, I just need to roll something real quick. Nope. You guys watch as Kazir just kind of puts his hands together, and you watch as a gout of flame comes out of it. Comes out of the arm. That comes out of the hand that has the moss on it. And you watch as this is a cone, 15 feet, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna catch all four of them, and you guys watch as they turn to dust. So
And in my turn.
absolutely, let's say, not bad, not bad. All right.
Not bad.
So with after Kazir, blue.
Can't stop that.
There's still 9 more skeletons in this room and the orb.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
And the
Beep beep.
Robot.
the orb is 60 feet away, right?
Yeah, it is 60 feet away from you.
I should sit up. Okay. Where's the closest skeleton?
The closest skeleton to where you're at, if you entered the door about 15 feet to your right, you can see a group of 3 of them.
Did I just crash or did Winter?
No.
Winter's
Oh,
fucking.
Did I crash? I'm sorry.
No, you didn't crash. You're just dying.
What I was saying
Yeah.
was, the closest to you, there's a group of 3. If you first enter the door and look directly to your right, there's a group of 3 of them to your right, about 15 feet.
Are there any skeletons near the orb?
Near the orb, there is one. It seems to be a pretty decent sized skeleton.
Alright, Blue is going to move 40 feet and then 20 feet with his bonus action.
All right, so you're gonna get right next to the orb.
Yes.
All right, so you're right next to the orb and the skeleton.
Get in 30 feet so it's type of magic it's putting off first.
Absolutely. So as you get, I'll say within that first 40 feet, you get close enough and you see what appears to be a. You're seeing a similar abjuration magic, but it's a bit different. It's almost like the orb is leaking, like a dark abjuration magic.
Right.
Oh, that didn't sound good.
Is the skeleton right next to it?
Yes, there is a skeleton right next to it, and it seems to be making sounds, but it's not speaking a language.
Oh.
Just making sounds.
Yeah, it very much is just the sound of a jaw rattling.
This is a big skeleton, right?
Yes, this is a skeleton that looks like you would assume probably the skeletal body of like a Goliath.
B.
It-
Okay.
He's a big.
Who's gonna use guiding bolt?
You use guiding bolt. All right, go ahead, roll the hit. With your bonuses, that's absolutely going to hit. Is this just base level? So go ahead.
5d6.
If this is level 1, it'd be 46. Oh, sweet Jesus. Yeah, you guys watch as Blue just kind of walks up close enough. Hi! And you just see him lift up a hand, and just like the power of light compels you as you watch as the bones just scatter into nothing.
That
And then. Okay. He moves above the orb.
All right, so you're just standing above the orb.
Good.
All
20
right,
feet above the orb,
absolutely,
if he can.
absolutely. You easily.
Alright.
This is a pretty tall chamber. Like the roof is about 40 feet from the ground.
So yeah, it's 20 feet above it.
Absolutely. So as you do so, would you like to end your turn there?
Yes.
Absolutely. So next up after Blue would be Belwraith.
Alright, sweet. I'm gonna push Dead into the... I don't know. Is there an enemy close to the center of the room?
Towards the center of the room, not so much. There's a whopping total of, after those 4 got eliminated and the other 10, so there would be a grand total of 9. There's 3 directly 15 feet from the right of the door. And then there's another 6 that are on, like, to the left of the door, partially up, about 25 feet away.
Yeah, they're in range. I'll go to the 6, the group of 6.
All right.
I'm a little bit scared to use Turn Undead.
I mean, you could.
I feel like that's what you want me to do.
Destroy undead.
Same thing. I feel like that's what you want me to do, and that's why it scares me. Just because it's too obvious. I don't know.
All right.
Divine Sense. Where is Turn Undead?
Where's your time,
Where's your time? Been watching him.
Divine Intervention. That's my paladin features. Where the hell?
Turn Undead should be a default cleric ability.
Yeah, I'm looking in class features. Maybe it's on actions. What the fuck? Destroy Undead. I have no idea if this is a action or a spell.
To cast this, it would be an action, and it counts as the same as it would count the same as using your divine feature.
Okay, so it's a channel divinity.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. I've never used it before. This is a first for me. Yeah, I'll cast Yawn.
You cast Yawn?
Fifth level.
That's pretty powerful.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to cast Destroy Undead. It might end up being Turn Undead, but who knows?
Oh, remind me, what is the range of Turn Undead? Is it like 30 feet from you, or?
I believe it's just Sightline.
Let me take a look. Turn Undead.
Oh yeah, no, it's Blankfoot Reach, so it's just Sightline. Everyone within sight of me.
Let's see here. Just pulling. Not that I don't believe you. I'm just taking a quick look at this.
Yep, I can.
Here we go. Let's see here. Each undead that can see or hear within 30 feet of you must make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know this ability very well at all.
Oh no, I understand. It don't worry. I played clerics a lot. And back when I used to play, like not be a DM. God, I've used this ability God knows how many times against Necromancers. I love being the bane of my DM's existence.
Yeah, of course.
You do
So, yeah.
destroy or turn undead?
Well, I just automatically
Yep,
destroys
never
if it's
mind.
half or
oh.
lower.
Yep, at fifth level, it basically Turn Undead becomes Destroy Undead as well as still turning undead. So I need to roll a Wisdom saving throw real quick.
You're above 11th level cleric, CR 2 or lower.
Exactly. I'm gonna just take a shot in the dark. Say a 3 isn't gonna save.
Oopsies, cleared the room.
Let's see here. 30 feet from you, so which means you're gonna hit all 6 of these skeletons. You guys just watch as these skeletons look at Belwraith, and as he lifts up his holy symbol, I'll say in this case, your sort of blade of redemption. You
Yeah,
watch
probably.
you watch as he lifts it up in like a He-Man pose, and as he does, you watch as the skeletons just explode into nothing, just turn into bone dust.
I have the power.
Exactly. Yeah, about to say, turn undead, man. It's a super useful ability. But
It's useful in some campaigns.
it is, and especially at low level, it is actually more useful than you think.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It just forces things to ignore you.
Pretty much. It's a good way to, like, oh, fuck, we're in a bad situation. Can I make this situation, like, can I hold this situation back for a little bit? I can. Okay, cool.
Yeah, if we had the Destroy Undead in Belleville, they'd just be gone.
Pretty much. Like, a lot of them would have just turned to dust. Ogie probably would still have been a pretty big problem.
That's an ogre. That's different.
Yeah, it's a bit different, but these are just skeletons. But
They're
yeah.
gone.
But yeah, those 6 are just
Three
Tur-
more.
turned to bone dust. There are 3 more, and we are currently on Garnan's turn. Unless there's unless you wanted to use the bonus action or anything, Belwraith.
Nah,
Okay.
that's fine. I don't know Garnan very well at all.
Well, Garnan has
Something.
Plus 14 to hit? What the fuck?
yeah, because because of the fact that he is using the
Ravaged
Dragonaut.
Dreadnought.
Yeah, the Ravaged.
Dragonaut.
Yep, the Ravaged Dragonaut. It boosts up his strength to 24, so which means he automatically has a plus. Doing the math.
7.
Yeah, plus 7, and then also on top of that, his proficiency modifier, which is plus 5. So
Really ridiculous.
yeah, it seems ridiculous, but it's like at your guys' current level, it's not unheard of. And when I was wielding the Hammer of Thunderbolts, I had a plus 15 to hit.
How many attacks does he have per action? Just 1? Or
2. He
two?
as a paladin, he has multi attack.
Okay, he's gonna go
has
over
2,
there.
and he can use his reaction if he kills something to kill another thing.
Correct.
Cool. He's gonna go over there and slap one with the Dreadnought. Plus 14 to hit. 5 plus 14, 19.
That will hit.
Holy shit. What do I roll for a hit? I'm just gonna roll the second one to make.
Fire alone kills it.
And that probably also hits.
You put an 11 plus, yes, that will hit.
If the 9 hits, I think that hits too. Okay, 2d6, 1d4, 9. Okay.
These creatures do not bleed, so.
For that first attack, 2d6. So not the 1d4?
Yeah, not the.
With the 1d4. The 1d4 is damaged. When a thing bleeds, it adds an extra d6.
Correct.
But since they don't,
Okay,
Yes.
so that's gonna be a 2 and a d4.
Yes.
d4 fire damage.
Okay, so 4. 4 plus 9. That's 13. 13 damage, kill it?
Let's say, let me check real quick. It does kill it.
Great, so the second attack will be on the one beside it, I
no.
assume?
Well,
You're looking at the thing wrong. It's that would be 19 damage. It still gets 2d6 plus 4, but it would get 3d6 if something bled.
yes, and don't forget, it's still adding the strength
No.
modifier. It still adds the strength
Either
modifier
way.
damage.
Either way,
Either way,
still
it's
murders
bad.
it. And then targeting the one beside it is gonna also hit, right?
Yep, that will hit.
Okay, so 2d6, 9, plus a d4,
12 plus his strength modifier.
9, I think that kills it.
Hold on. It does indeed kill it.
And
Then he
then,
gets the bonus action
then
attack
bo-
since he killed a thing.
yeah,
Yes.
the bonus action attack, 8 plus a billion, does that hit?
That hits.
Wow, I feel strong.
Yeah.
Nice.
Garnet is a powerhouse, but the problem is that because he lost his rage, he is not immune to. Holy fuck! He is not.
13,
He's not immune to
plus-
going down anymore.
13 plus 9. I think that kills
Yeah,
the last one.
Wait, hold on. Yes, it does kill it.
Yeah,
I've been rolling garbage for their undead resilience.
thinking about it, all of these kills go to me.
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 Just not gonna give off his character back.
Listen,
I'm
well,
going to my mic.
listen, well, if I played your character, he's kind of fun. I'm gonna keep him. Fuck you.
Yeah, he's mine now. I'm sorry.
You can play Zenmeve.
Everyone's favorite character. Send me.
Listen, Zenmeve is just the Poochie of this campaign. Whenever Zenmeve's not on camera, everyone should be asking, "Where is Zenmeve?"
Oh, what was that from?
That's Poochie from The Simpsons.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Mm.
God, it's been an age since I seen that one.
Anyways, so you guys, to fully give a description to what the hell happened, you guys walked in, Bimp decimated and turned to ash 10 of them. Blue walked in and just eviscerated one of them. Literally, Stray may have pretty much should have just walked in and was just like, fuck you, and 4 of them just combusted into dust. Friggin' Belwraith was just like, be gone! And 6 of them turned to dust. And then Garnet just ran in and was just like, fuck you, die. And Henrik just walked in and was just like, huh.
I know Wealth enough to flavor this properly. That those 3 kills were 1 strike.
Yeah, pretty much. Just stretch the sword out. I like to imagine 2 of them were from 1 strike, and then the other one just kind of looked at him and was just like, jaw came unhinged, and Garnet just punched him, and the head turned to dust.
Actually, no. The last one just kills itself. Let me do that for you. Don't even worry about it.
It just takes its skull off and throws it at the ground.
It just turns to dust. Like, Mazel tov!
You can hear in the background, it's like, he's hacking!
But you guys cleared the room, and there is still the orb in the center of the room.
Blue's going to cover his mouth and identify the orb.
Absolutely.
He doesn't want to breathe in that junk.
Absolutely. So as you go up to the orb, and are you just gonna cast Identify?
Yes.
Absolutely. So as you get close, and I assume you just put 1 finger on it. You don't even want to like fully touch it.
Yes.
Goddamn, Tiny. Every time I look at your avatar, it's just like, hey. Literally every time. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be professional as your dungeon master. At the same time, every time I just see it, it's just like, hey.
No, completely fair. That is the attitude it gives off.
It's kind of the same thing whenever I look at fucking Herma's avatar. It just looks like, I'm a dinosaur, bitch.
I can't remember what the text says on it, but I know it's something kind of lewd.
The text on my thing is, I'm gonna have sexual thoughts about that.
Oh yeah.
Again, I stand by my statement. Just every time I also look at Henrik's, it also makes me chuckle because all I see is, I'm a dinosaur, bitch. Anyways, What's
up?
Blue.
Oh.
As you kind of like, you're kind of keeping your distance, you're using your magic, and you're just touching it as little as possible. And as you cast Identify, you would know this. You would get the knowledge that this is an orb of sealing. And you would, with the definition, you would know that this is a particular orb created by the gods in order to seal away entities and beings designated by the champion of whoever the god is. So, basically, this would be like if a cleric of, say, for example, Tyr, found a agent of chaos and could use this orb to seal away a
Chaos?
yes, chaos. You literally like this is a cleric item where a basically someone like Belwraith or Knackle could use the orb of sealing to seal away an entity that would be designated as bad, an evil alignment. However, with your identify spell, you would know that this particular orb has already been used. There is a creature inside of it, and you would know that this item is slowly what would be the term for it?
Deteriorating.
Yeah, deteriorating. Thank you. You would know. With actually, you know what? Blue and I would say Henrik, because you're trained in Arcana. You both could roll an Arcana check. All right. Did Blue want to roll an Arcana check as well? To
Yeah.
like you know what the item is, but there's a process when it comes to this.
Not 30.
Not 30, but that's still 11 plus what 9?
That's 13.
Plus 13, that's a 24. So you would both know, and this absolutely makes sense that both Blue, you would know this, and Henrik, you would know this very well. Magic items are very much invulnerable to physical damage. Magic items rarely break. They can, especially if it's a low-level enchantment, but it's very rare for magic items to break. However, items like this have the capability, are a little bit more susceptible to breaking because of the fact of what they are designed to do. They seal away entities and beings that otherwise would cause massive havoc, and they can typically hold creatures far more powerful than most people can deal with. You would know that this particular orb is probably sealing away maybe a demon, maybe a devil, maybe something in between. And basically, this orb has probably been holding this creature for a long time. The orb itself is now starting to fall apart because it needs to be re-enchanted in order to prevent it from deteriorating anymore. Otherwise,
I'm
could break it and fight the creature.
guessing those skeletons were meant to destroy this if someone showed up.
I don't think they were expecting us.
Maybe. There's a thing in here. Is bad.
What?
Does the identify give him any more details
un-
than what I just put?
Unfortunately, identify just tells you what the magic item is and what it does. Unfortunately, it wouldn't tell you what is inside of it. That's where.
I could do something funny with
Dumb
this.
question, but oh no, never mind.
This is where things get cataloged and put into lore or like written in updated journals.
Fair.
Do the items of the creature also get put in?
For the creature, typically no. Typically, only the creature itself gets locked in.
Alright. I could put this into the bag of devouring.
We should learn what's inside of it first. If
There's
I
a powerful creature that's destroying it, of evil alignment.
do I remember how much damage contacting the crystal dragon did to me last time?
You would recollect that trying to contact him was pretty bad. It fucked with you pretty hard, but it wasn't enough to send you into shock or stun you. It just did some it just did some mental damage, psychic damage, and it took you a while to kind of get back to your former self.
It would be the safest option. And I'll give him a nod.
All right.
Those are some crazy baby sounds.
Crazy baby.
Truly insane.
Back. Yeah.
When I put the orb
Oh.
in it, we'll have about 24 hours
Dude,
in case we
get the
need something
trash.
from it.
All right. So you want to put the orb? You want to put this orb inside of the bag of devouring?
Not yours.
Will it make the bag of devouring explode?
That's the problem. You don't know. As far as you know, the bag of devouring can
Oh,
devour.
good.
The bag of devouring can devour most things. You know there are limitations. Like you were able to kill a demon. Well, kill a demon,
I don't like that.
but you would know
Oh, wait,
that
no,
there are magic items that could destroy the bag of devouring. And it really just ultimately comes down to the level of power that's used for said things. I would say you are smart. You are smart enough with with magic and arcana that you would know that this does have the potential of destroying the bag of devouring. It could kill the thing that's inside of it, and there's even a chance that like this creature won't destroy the bag, but you don't know what this creature is, and you don't know how powerful it is.
I
Having second thoughts.
If I put this in, there's a good chance that the bag could end up being destroyed. Or with the bag of devouring, it after a day it transports the item in it if it is inanimate to a random dimension.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a bag of holding, which goes to the astral plane.
Correct.
If this goes to a dimension that sucks, it could be really bad. What I could do, if you're willing to wait like 12 minutes maybe, I could give this to the Scales of Ore.
We don't have the time. I do agree with that option. I think that is the best option, but
Well, you
You
got.
think you can wait 12 minutes?
this is in a situation where every second counts.
True.
Well, the thing is, son, this right here is a raid. They don't know we're here. We don't know what they're planning. It's not quite. It's only just reaching nightfall. In fact, if we take our time a little bit, we might even see the forces leave the mountain. Would give us a chance to get in without having to fight every skeleton.
Alright.
Horses do leave the mountain, we'd be at a great advantage.
In that case, send it to the scales.
By the
He's gonna stretch his legs a bit.
yeah by above game, the only reason I could roll that is because of Philman's background. He's
He's
he-
good with
he's a tactical mind. He was literally put into a gladiatory pit to fight for his life. The guy knows combat and he knows how to fight. He doesn't know any of your magic-y bullshit, but he knows combat.
Who's gonna stretch his legs?
If you wish,
Pop his neck.
Oh, pop
if
his
you
neck.
wish, I could take it.
Oh,
little
I
bit faster.
can do it. Just going up the stairs for you would take longer. I don't have to step up each stair.
I do still have the boots.
I mean, it's true.
Boots.
He has the boots of flying.
Yeah.
The one.
That's what I
have
meant,
them-
green.
You have them equipped?
Yeah.
Due to those boots being a timed thing, I think you should save those for the fight.
Wait, their time?
Yes, they have a certain set amount of time that they can be used.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because of the fact that they do not require you to be attuned to them.
Ew.
That's the trade-off when it comes to attuned items, like for example, Blue's ring, that gives him flight. It takes up an attunement slot, but there's no time limit. In your case, because of the fact that there is no attunement required, there is a time limit. Excuse me.
That's fair.
It's basically like with the boots, you have the fly spell.
Okay, yeah.
it's similar to
I'm
the.
trying to find them on my chart. Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. About to say that it also has been a while. So again, this is my bad for we haven't played in 3 weeks because of the fact that I've been
no,
sick.
it's completely fine. Not the fault.
Yeah,
That's
you're
just the way it
fine.
is.
Not gonna fault you for
Oh,
being sick.
I have to add that to my tongue-tied.
Yes.
I'll have to add that to my inventory because it seems like that was skipped. Or
No, it's all
put to
it's all good. About to say we can make that adjustment later. All I know is that when you use the boots and you activate them, about to say it essentially gives you the ability of the flight spell, which is really fucking useful.
Yeah, all
Who
it says
sets
is
down the gem of
yeah,
catnip.
no worries.
All right.
If anyone needs a little nap, here, I'll be right back.
All right.
So what does Blue do?
Vizier definitely will take that opportunity to refresh his spell slot.
This is true because you are a warlock. You take a short
Who's
rest
gonna
and you have your
zoom?
spell slots back.
And catnap gives you a 10-minute short rest.
Yep. The beauty of that. The beauty of that
Blue
crystal.
zooms.
Oh, and Bimp. Oh wait, no, not Bimp. Never mind.
Bimp unfortunately cannot. Well, actually, she could take a short rest to get her spell back because of arcane recovery.
She has the
Ah.
Arcanum.
That is say.
She'll take a cat nap.
Yeah, she'll take a cat nap
Okay.
too because of the fact that she can use her arcane recovery to get her fireball back.
Good thing.
Or, Philman, take a cat nap. I know you don't need a nap, but take a nap.
I could always use a nap, son. So, What
Blue's
is-
gonna zoom at 120 feet.
so what the fuck is Blue doing? Are you literally just running out of the mountain?
Yeah, zooming up the stairs at 120 feet to get to the town so we can give the scales the...
Isn't that a full day travel?
It took a long time for you
Is it a
guys.
full day travel?
Yes, it took you guys.
Yeah.
You left in the morning and you got there before nightfall. It like
Oh,
So do we
Never
have
mind
to
then.
do all the whole thing we just did?
Never mind.
again, it's been 3 weeks, so it's like no one.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fault anybody for remembering this, but it's like yeah, you guys.
I will.
Not to
I
mention.
will fault you. How dare you? Come on, Blue. Get your shit together. Jesus Christ.
There is, however, a doorway at up the stairs.
Yes, there is.
I can use my thing on the doorway and hide the door there.
Huck it in Thorpic's cell. Have fun with this. Bye.
Wait, what?
He's gonna do that. Go up the stairs, use the doorway at the top to go to his place.
Absolutely. You easily set up the doorway so that way you could enter Nimnak's portable dungeon. And as you do so, are you heading up to the top floor, base floor, or lower floor? Or the up? Well,
Yes.
technically, there are 2 upper floors, but you get what I mean.
He's going to the Mind Flayer den.
Okay, so
That's just where we put all the shit that we don't want to think about, isn't it?
God, yes.
let's
Where Blue's putting.
let's see here. Decrepit demonic abyssal mind flare den. About to say the orb of we don't know what the fuck this is. My fucking crazy ex relationship. All the things I don't want to remember.
Into the den.
Into the damned.
It's deactivated, so he's putting it there. That's technically the safest spot in his whole place.
You know what's really annoying? When flies get to be like an inch long, they no longer care about their life.
Yep.
They will
But they're
do.
still speedy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Truly, I hate it. There's one flying around my room right now,
Trust me, I know.
and I don't have a fly swatter though.
See,
At
now,
least they aren't mosquitoes, it's fine.
that's true.
I would prefer a mosquito because I don't mind clapping a mosquito, but I really this inch long fly is gonna leave fly guts on my hand.
Yeah,
Explode.
But I say here's the thing. This is the beauty of where I live, and especially this time of year, there are no insects.
Yeah,
There
normally
aren't any
there's not up here
'cause it's too
either.
cold.
I'm more
But that
north than
one's
all
fly
of you.
too.
This is true.
Like,
That
late
one's
fall, we
fly.
get a shit ton of bugs in our house, and then they all disappear at the same time.
I don't usually get much bugs.
Really? In Georgia?
Here, in my house.
In your
You need
house.
a
Okay.
cat to get this fly. Come on.
This is why I have 2 cats. They catch all my insects that come into this house.
It's great. I have 4.
And you know exactly how it is.
Yeah.
All right, but I'm gonna roll this back, and so you put the orb inside of the mind flare layer. Are you gonna try to like find a nice corner to put it in? Are you gonna try to separate it from where the worm, like where the tadpoles are? I'm curious where you're putting it in this
Stuff
room.
fit in the folds.
We should
of-
actually
the
like maybe look
elder
into
brain.
making sure that's really a dirt.
But
Like just a thought.
Just like
of, like-
break it. Throw a shatter spell at it.
I just want Blue to just like look into it and
Just
just go.
chuck it in the room, lock the door.
Just throw it in. Right, no. Throw it into the tadpoles. Kobe! Just across the room. If you miss,
I have
oh,
no
that sucks.
idea what's in here. Here you go.
Have fun, tadpoles. You can't get into it. You can't break it, but like, have fun.
I'm gonna roll a D100. Either he'll put it into a corner, hide it behind the brain, or put it into the fold of the elder brain.
Oh my god. Let's see.
Why do I have a feeling that's a bad idea?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Okay, he's
Chaos.
This is the only idea we
Just-
really have
It is
right now.
just shy of putting it into the elder brain. He hides it behind the elder brain.
Oh my god.
I promise,
I
brother,
imagine
I will not commit
Stormpick
heresy.
watching as Blue brings this orb in.
I just watched Blue
Like,
go in and
what the hell?
What you got there? Okay.
just. What? Wow, I can't believe the brain is moving. Huh? Well, either way, I did. Wait a minute. I just like the thought of Blue turning to the rest of the party. Don't worry, brothers. I will not commit heresy.
He
Think
has
about
his
giving
fingers
him a
crossed behind his
sending
back.
thing.
So, just to clarify.
Wait, no, that's a bad idea.
You're putting it behind the brain.
Behind the brain.
All right. And do you want it like tucked underneath anything, or are you just gonna have it on the floor behind the brain?
Put a sleeping bag over it.
Sounds good. You literally pull out a bedroll and you put it on the orb. You could wrap it. You could literally put the orb in the sleeping the sleeping bag.
Put it in the sleeping bag. Very comfy orb.
All right, fair enough. So you tuck it in there, and you still see this like energy, but it's like it's not. Here's the thing. It's not like it's coming out rapidly. It's just a steady stream of it coming out. You don't.
Steady stream of. Ugh.
And with Henrik's ridiculous Arcana check with a 30, but I will say Henrik wouldn't know that it's not like this orb was going to burst right this second. It's just it is showing strong signs of deterioration.
I just need it out of the way for now. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go say hi to Thorpe.
All right, so you go up to say hi to Thorpic.
We're in Mount Dunatel. Do you know what to do when I get my hands on the black stone?
Oh, we're inside of Mount Dunatel.
Oh, do Natal, do you know what to do?
New Mountain, who dis? You watch as he looks at you and just goes, "You're referring to the crystal that the dragon is sealed inside of. It would depend. It would depend. If the dragon has been corrupted and is being controlled, you'll have to destroy the crystal that is holding it hostage mentally. If it's still trapped inside of the gem, all you need to do is destroy it. That is, even if the creature is inside, the gem itself will, as long as it's destroyed properly, it will free any creature that's trapped inside of it. But Easier said than done, though.
One sec. He goes, grabs the orbs, and brings it back.
You bring him the orb?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you know what's in here?
About to say he extends out a hand. Do you mind?
You know what? It's in your cell here.
You toss it to him and he catches it.
I don't toss it.
I like to imagine you.
Just-
I imagine you like you underhand throw it to him because of the fact that you know that it would be really hard for him to miss.
Yes. The off chance that he accidentally drops it is amazing.
Because of his background and his knowledge of underhanded stuff. All right. You came to the right guy. Thorpic looks at it. Which room was this in?
The first one, it had like 24 skeletons in it.
Big chamber, not that many stalagmites.
Big chamber, really tall roof.
There we go. All right. Yeah, I know the creature that's trapped inside of this. I say, for the best that it didn't break, this probably would have been quite ugly. Inside of this orb there more than likely was a lich. And but it has been quite some time. At this point, it would be a demi-lich. Years and
That's lower than a lich, right?
yes. So to put in easier terms for you guys, since I assume none of you have had to deal with one, at least one in the flesh. Liches are often very powerful undead wizards, causing massive mayhem and destruction. It's not worth becoming a lich, as you often lose your mind and you have to feed on souls to continue to progress, which is why I never dabbled into it. Plus, also, you end up becoming a enslaved one to the whispered one. And with that being said, though, this one has been sealed for quite some time, meaning it hasn't fed. At that point, it's a demi-lich, essentially a skull looking to feed on any souls that comes near it. It's still quite dangerous. You don't want this creature to get out, but if it did escape, at least it's easier to handle than dealing with an actual lich. And you watch as he passes it back to you.
He's gonna take it. Yeah, thanks. That's actually really helpful to know.
Absolutely, it is my job to know things, and when it comes to the secrets of scales of war, or the creatures that we've trapped, or artifacts we've dealt with, it was part of my job to understand and categorize those particular items.
Alright, I'm gonna go hide this in that chamber over there, and then I gotta get back to them.
Probably for the best. I would recommend getting that re-enchanted as soon as possible. It's still got time on it, but you might want to get it re-enchanted.
I'm here to get back to Scales of War once this is over.
Absolutely. They'll more than likely be able to handle the situation. Just as I said, you have time, but I wouldn't dawdle on it too much.
Yeah.
Lest you want a demi-lich
He's
roaming
gonna
these
go-
halls.
I would make for a good guard dog, but no.
A
good.
guard dog that will bite your hand too.
Yeah. No, thank you. He's gonna go put it back and then zoom back to the group
Absolutely.
after taking it off the doorway.
You actually chose the right person to talk to about that. He has advantage when it comes to anything that was held once by Scales of War. His part of his job, and Belwraith wouldn't know this. Belwraith would know this. It was part of his job to categorize and make sure the seals were done proper for all those items.
So I have a good person as my slave.
Pretty much, yeah.
Alright, he rushes back down the stairs.
As you do so, at this point, the catnap would have been successful. So, which means that Kazir and Bimp and Filman all wake up from a short rest. Well, exactly.
Pardon me.
Well, at least that was refreshing.
Agreed.
I needed that nap. And Blue, you re-enter the room, and nothing has changed in the time that you were gone.
Okay. I put the orb in my heavy plane and holy shit. I found out what's in the orb.
What's in it?
There was a lich in there.
Oh, fuck.
I see.
I'm going to assume a lich is bad.
Very.
I'm trying to remember.
So take,
I know
take
that we
elder habit
talked-
we're fighting and make it like 3 times worse,
Oh.
and you get a lich.
Oh. You were saying.
Yeah.
You were saying.
Oh, what
Shrek?
I was gonna say that I know that we talked about liches before, but I can't remember exactly what Kazir knew about them.
It has been some time. If Kazir wants to,
Suck.
if Kazir wants to roll an Arcana or Religion check of his choice, he could.
Sure.
It has been some time. You guys have dealt with some stuff. It makes sense to have do a new roll.
Just one moment. Use Arcana.
Arcana or Religion of your choice, because it would fall into both
Okay.
categories.
I'm pretty sure there's. Yeah, the same.
Pretty sure they're the same. Yeah.
That's actually not bad. But I say you would know what liches are because you've learned more and more what necromancers are. You knew from experiencing the broken skull and dealing with the empire, because of the fact that one of their leaders is a necromancer. You have learned that necromancy, vampirism, and all those are basically just abilities to live past your expiration date. Liches are that next level where not only are they able to bypass the rules of death, they are practically immortal as long as they're willing to feed themselves on souls. You don't know exactly how that works or like what they need in order to feed souls to themselves, but they're bad news.
Yeah.
Liches are typically like world-ending beings. So knowing one got sealed away, that's pretty good news because it meant that the world didn't have to deal with that problem. Knowing that it's leaking,
At least one lich was hidden away.
exactly.
Knowing it's leaking is scary.
Yeah, knowing that it's leaking, that's a little unnerving. Because you guys don't.
Alright.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, so Jesus.
God, the fact that you glitched out when
Oh
you
my
said
God.
that made it about 10 times.
It made it even worse. That was just.
Why do they have a lich? What's the use?
That's an interesting question. Why didn't they just kill it? Well, never mind. That makes sense when I said it out loud. Either to capture it than kill it, probably.
I mean, I could answer that, but that'd be metagaming.
Yeah.
I'll just ask their pick later. It's fine.
But to say, Belwraith would
Let's go.
Belwraith would probably have an idea of why they would keep it, but.
And what would that idea be?
Well, I mean, you would know that because of the fact that you guys have dealt with not only the undead, you guys have dealt with the hells and the abyss. Having an all-powerful wizard who literally has lived for multiple centuries, let alone if they've lived up to a millennia, they would have knowledge that had been forgotten by several civilizations.
So he's just their nerd.
Yeah,
Okay.
and not to mention, it's like, why is it here? Well, what better place to keep a lich than in a place that nobody else goes to ever?
Makes complete sense.
Yeah.
People, if there were,
ours, great.
if there were,
we have him beside an elder brain.
it's fine. And not to mention, he hasn't been fed souls in like centuries, so he at this point he'd be insane. So, which means he's not as powerful as an actual Lich, but
Yeah,
Still a
still
petty lich.
scary.
oh,
And it's not likely he's gonna
scary,
pop in a week.
scary, and could still fuck you guys up pretty hard, but not.
Oh, definitely.
But he's probably would be a bit more manageable than fighting a Lich. And any hoozles.
So we still waiting for all the creatures to leave the mountain.
I mean, do you guys want to continue going downwards to try to see what all you could see?
Valorant would want to continue downwards.
Let's continue downwards.
Alrighty.
Agreed.
Follow the Pope. Or Art Cardinal.
Oh, same thing.
Same.
So at this
Same
point,
thing, different hat.
My hat's bigger.
so I will ask this question. At this point, are you guys going to try to be stealthy, or are you guys going in loud?
Stealth. Let's keep quiet.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I guess I closed it up.
So as you guys start going down, I would like each of you to roll me stealth checks.
Kazir, use your
Why do-
blades. Pass without a trace.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to do that using this. Roll 20 is a bit wonky.
That's fine.
It's 10.
11. Oh! I think I just used the attack
Are
part.
you actually casting it?
If you,
Yo, can I just say I cast it?
you literally could just click. You could literally just say you cast pass without a trace. If you wanted to click it to show off the information, that's when you go to your spell list, and there should be a bubble.
Oh, spell list.
And there's a bubble
Yeah.
that you could click right next to pass without a trace.
Okay, I'll just cast it. Say I cast it.
Absolutely. You could just mark it on your character sheet that you cast it. Like on your physical character sheet.
Yeah. I got you.
I say that.
I'll mark it here.
That being said, you cast pass without a trace, which means everybody gets a +10. As long as Kazir stays close.
Now Kazir gets to be in the middle. Yay, Kazir!
Yep.
Yay, Kazir.
Stealth time.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot I need to roll now.
That's not terrible. I rolled a 4 and a 5, so 16.
Pardon me. Boy, my stealth. There it is. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. That's better.
So I assume you used a point of luck there.
Yeah.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, Jesus criminy Kazir.
And I don't think it actually added the thing.
Huh,
The
hold on.
pass without a trace.
Hold on. Let me take a look at this.
My brain just shat on me, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, you're good.
God, I'm tired.
So yeah, oh sweet Mary Mother of Jesus, that's
Oh wait.
yeah, that's 18 plus 10.
Oh, it's
plus
not in my
5.
spell thing. Which that makes
No,
sense.
Yeah, the 31 that added the +10 on here.
Oh.
20
cool.
plus 10.
Oh no,
plus
I
5
mean
plus
the Oh, okay. Never mind.
Just good lord.
Brain not completely firing, so yeah.
You have a really high stealth.
Yeah, cause you're a sneaky boy.
Either way. Actually,
Oh,
it would not have added your pass without a trace to that roll unless you added.
yeah.
You just clicked stealth and you got a 31 because of the fact that you have such a ridiculously
you know
high
what,
stealth.
fuck it. Pass without a trace is a
Pl-
D10.
It's a +10, just plus flat 10. So your stealth,
So
your stealth check is a
41.
41.
Holy shit! I'm hiding from gods, literally.
You literally if that would have been a natural 20, that would have been a 43 stealth check.
Shit.
It's because you rolled an 18
got
and a natural
43.
20. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Fucking. The avatars couldn't tell you're there. The god blinked and missed you for a second. You just see a fucking car, like a smoke, like form of Kazir. But either way, like,
You can hide in the shadows.
but either way,
True.
13 plus 10 plus 13 plus 10 plus your stealth is like what, a plus 11? About to say Tiny?
I got a 36.
Yeah, that 36. That's still.
Did Belwraith roll yet? Or
Yeah, I got a 16.
Yeah, 16. About to say I
Or
do.
got a 21.
21. Herma got a 21. About to say Herma, I have to walk away for a sec.
Wait, you got a
Ah, okay.
16 with Pass Without a Trace?
Yeah,
I got
he rolled.
disadvantage.
He rolled it because he's
Alright.
wearing armor. Did you roll for Garnan?
Get.
Oh shit, I forgot about Garnan.
Oh yeah.
I know he has a +0 to his dex. Dice, d20. I'll just double check to make sure. Dex. Yeah, he has +5
Oh, sweet Jesus.
to his stealth. So yeah, Garnan. Good roll, Garnan.
Yeah, that's a fucking 27. Good
I'll
for
have to remember
good for
to add
Garnan.
Pass without a trace. to the
After a
thing.
certain point, I'm not that worried about the math.
Worst case scenario, I could go on mine and drag it in.
Wait, maybe it's.
I could just drag it onto your sheet.
All right. Thank you.
Not a problem.
7, that's a 32.
Kind of worked out because your NPCs did really bad. I'm just doing the math real quick. Let's see here. Well, Philman got a natural 1. We're going to go ahead and get that one out of the way.
Ouchie.
Let's see.
You got a 32.
Kark is proficient in stealth, so at least that benefits him. So that's still a plus 20 for his roll. So that's still because of your Pass Without a Trace. Because he has plus 10 and then Pass Without a Trace is plus 10. So that's a 22 for Karik. He rolled a natural 2. As a Bimp got a 19.
Damn.
And Alosa got a 20, you mean? I say, yeah. Is Henrik trained in stealth? Tony?
Is Henrik trained in stealth?
That's a good question. Henrik,
Huh?
are you proficient in stealth?
No.
I say, with that being the case, then Tiny, did you roll for Henrik, or did Henrik roll?
Oh, he got a 21.
He got a 20, man? Okay, good. Just double checking. I see multiple die rolls, and I'm just making sure I'm keeping track of everything.
Yeah, completely fair.
And then, honestly, I'd have to roll on nat 20 to find Kazir, and even then, I don't think that would be high enough.
I don't know. It's
Probably
gonna
not.
get that.
What the hell he got a nat 20? Yeah, no.
All right. So as you guys continue forward, you see the next doorway going down, and as you progress, it is it turns into like a spiral staircase going downwards. And with your guys' check, like you do see Philman struggle for a second, but Kazir, you literally just reach and grab the back of his armor, and Philman like goes to make a noise, and you literally just other paw just like closes his mouth and just go.
Works perfectly.
And as you guys continue forward, same marching order.
Probably pretty similar.
Kazir would be in the middle-ish now.
In the
Gotcha.
middle-ish now. Okay. But I
Yeah,
say,
since Pass without a trace. Only
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
That is true.
Garnan will drop back one spot.
Absolutely. So that way, Kazir could hit everybody.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That being said, I'll just switch their spots in the order. Blue, since you are still leading the party, I need you to go ahead and roll me a perception check. And with the Kazir moved forward, but to say, I will need Henrik to roll a perception check.
Oh.
Nice. Holy shit.
Ooh, lucky boy.
Oh. That's a 31.
31. All right. And then Henrik. Unless he had to walk away.
Oh yeah, he did
Pretty
walk
sure
away.
he's dealing with his
Just-
cousins at the moment.
Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. In that case,
They're his cousins.
let me just go ahead and double check who else is close in the back. Because here moved up, so I'll go ahead and just roll, and I will have the now sane Karik roll. All right, that's not bad. But I say, as you guys progress forward, Blue, you start hearing noises, and so does Karik. Karik just kind of like taps the next people in front of him and just go, just a heads up, I'm starting to hear movement. It doesn't seem to be coming from behind us, but it's almost like I can hear it like rattling through the walls. They're in the walls! Why did it have to be skeleton bees? But Blue, you're hearing a lot of movement. And as you are slowly getting forward, you guys end up in what appears to be a staircase that goes along the side of a massively giant cavern. And by massively giant, I mean you guys have, yeah, exactly. You guys have any of you guys actually ever seen a physical mountain?
No.
Kinda.
Imagine, if you will, if you've gone to the base of a mountain and you looked up and you saw how tall that mountain is, and how fucking wide it is. Now picture as if somebody literally cut out the bottom of the mountain and put a room right directly underneath it. That is how big this cavern is. And you guys can see a lot in this room. And Blue, with a 31, you kind of have to there's almost like an instinctual step back as you see what appears to be like a mountain floor filled with skeletons and zombies and wraiths and ghouls. And you watch as they're all you hear just a ensemble sound, literally like an orchestra of dread moans and screeches. And you watch as they are walking towards the exits, leaving the mountain.
Boris just gonna hear Blue whisper, "It's the Necropolis."
And as they leave, Blue, what you see literally a bone city. Literally buildings made of bones of all different kinds, a lot of them not human. You are seeing literally rows upon rows upon rows of coffins, sarcophagi, and you see what appears to be mausoleum burial spaces. So you know how they would bury people in the walls?
Yes.
You would see 1, 2, 10, 100, 200. You start to lose count of how many openings in the walls there are. This is the Necropolis, and in the dead center of this cavern, you see what appears to be a massively large, bone altar with what appears to be a giant, not a normal size, a giant size minotaur skull.
Oh.
And with your magic eyes, it is oozing necromancy. Now it's starting to hurt to stare at this, because it is necromancy and very, very familiar abyssal magic.
Is there something I don't see?
Well, I'll say this, Belwraith. Blue definitely has better eyes than you. So you're seeing a lot of this, but not all the nitty gritty details.
Yeah. I very much get the picture, though. Do I know if the undead army has left? Or are they still here?
You guys are watching
Watching
them
them
as they
leave.
leave.
This definitely is not good.
Thousands of undead walking out. Oh god.
Hold. I'm gonna cast a sending spell. Who's still in Sky's dead?
You would know that. But I say you would knew that.
Blood?
Yeah, Vlad would still be in the Sky's dead.
I'm just gonna cast a quick sending spell to Vlad then. What level is sending? Is it 5th or?
Second,
Second.
I think.
Second
It
or
is
third.
third.
I was about to
You
say
guys
second or
fucking lied to me, you assholes. I hate all of you. Yeah, I'll use a 3rd level spell slot. Cast send. Do we have a long rest since last session?
third. Since last session, yes.
Why do I have a spell slot missing?
Probably forgot to refresh.
I'm just. Yeah, okay.
Oh wait, no, didn't you just use this? No, yeah.
I'm
didn't you
about
use
to.
Remember,
Yeah,
never mind,
well,
bring it.
whatever. It doesn't matter. That's the only spell slot missing, and I'm gonna cast anyways. I'm just trying to think if I used anything. I don't think I have, but. Oh, I know what it was. It was a sending spell to Defana.
Oh,
I don't think I've had a long rest since then, though.
You have not.
Okay,
The sending
yeah,
to the Thana was when we got in the mountain.
yeah. Because holding promises. I'm gonna
You promised her.
Yep. And I try to be a good person. I'm gonna cast a sending spell to Vlad.
All right. And what are you going to say to Vlad?
Army in the mountain is currently leaving. Numbers appear to be in the thousands. Not sure where they're going. Brace yourself just in case.
A few. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. Yeah, go away. No. No, I don't. No, go away. Sorry, not you guys. About to say, freaking. My computer is deciding now is the time to restart to maintain your device's security. There we go. I just had to make it go away. Some time goes by. Not that long, only like within a minute you get a response. Understood. We will stay strong and hold the line here. We do have others that we will have some of our other cardinals send message to, just to keep the other cities safe. We appreciate the heads up. Stay safe.
Great. They receive the message. We'll stay here until they're all gone. And then call it 10 extra minutes just so that they can't come back too quickly.
So I will ask this. Do you guys want to keep following the staircase to what appears to be another what appears to be like a slant in the wall? I'm just asking the question. I mean, if you guys want to just stay along... Go ahead.
Slant as in like a hideaway?
Yeah, it seems to be like a hideaway, like what appears maybe houses another room.
Sure.
He's pointing us in this direction for a reason. Let's go.
Well, I'm just saying, do you guys want to try? If you guys stay if you guys stay where you're at, but like exactly where you're at, where you can see the necropolis, you are in an open space. So I'm just trying to understand, as your dungeon master, if you're trying to go back to the other room to try to like stay out of the way, go to the next.
We're going forward to the other room.
Okay.
Still stealthing.
Okay, just making sure that like this is just the clarification I need as your dungeon master. All right. So as you continue moving, Blue, do you want to try to open this room like as quietly as possible, or
Is the door?
there does appear to be a door?
Then quietly open.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check. Just or in this case, sleight of hand because you're trying to open the door quietly.
Stealth I'm good at. Sleight of hand isn't my best. That's a 3
3 plus.
plus 6.
So that's a 9. You
9.
you kind of pull it, and you notice that it is unlocked. And you push it open, and you do hear a "Err" as the door
Did you hear anything in the room?
does not appear to be any sound coming from inside the room.
Alright, then peeking in.
All right, you peek in, and with your dark vision, you see what appears to be a room that has a lot of shelves, but there are no books or anything. You're just seeing a bunch of papers and files all over the floor. Like you know how like an office space, like if they've been quote unquote raided, you just see files like flung everywhere, paperwork all over the place.
Yes.
That is what
Looks
you
like
see.
a raid. No creatures?
Not that you can see, no.
Any different type of magic from necromancy?
Hold on one second. Let me just double check.
Evocation everywhere.
Just evocation.
Abjuration, conjure, literally all of them. Have
Abjuration
fun,
would be worse
asshole.
here.
There is actually heavy abjuration magic in this room.
Is it the dark abjuration or normal abjuration?
This is normal abjuration.
Just all over the room?
Yes.
He takes a step in.
You take a step in. Nothing happens. And as you step in, with your passive perception, you do notice that there's a bunch of papers on the ground. You also see a body of what appears to be a cardinal.
Oh.
And it is
Oh.
it is a fresh body.
Alright.
I'll look over.
As you walk in,
Corpse.
you're about to say Blue points out, you see a familiar corpse of a cardinal. But here's the weird thing, though. You don't recognize this cardinal.
I'll go over and kneel beside. Is there any indication of the church that they're with?
You kind of peek at it, like go ahead and roll a religion check. The DC for this will be fairly low.
We'll check
15?
religion as
15.
well.
As
He
you
probably has it.
as you look through here, like through the body, like you see, like you go through the robes, you do see there is a pretty massive wound. It appears to be necrotic in nature, but as you look at it, you do see an emblem of Tyr.
I can't remember. Are any of you artists? I don't know this man, woman?
Man, it appears to be a man.
I do not know this man, however, they do hold the mark of Tyr.
And do you want to know if we're artists?
Take a sketch, show it to Vlad, he'll know, likely.
Blue is going to just pick up the corpse, put it in a bag.
I
mean, you could do that.
fair enough.
I will ask this. Do
I
you
give a
guys?
sketch when Ken give body.
I will ask this question though. Do you guys want to search the body or?
No.
Sure.
No.
Or not. I'll search it in a second.
All right. As you guys, do you guys want to investigate the room, or do you guys just want to use it for a hideout, or
Oh yeah.
Yeah, investigate.
Sorry,
Start off with.
Can I help?
Absolutely. You guys can either.
Sorry,
No, you're good.
I completely zoned out for a moment.
It's all good. I basically asking the question. I'm gonna ask this question since you both want to investigate. Would you rather both investigate, or would you like to give each other advantage?
I'll investigate my own.
All right. Madison.
I already rolled, and it's a 25.
God damn, Tiny. You're either on fire or not.
Yep.
Seems to be a theme with you.
That was it because the roll 20 won't let me disable not rolling dice. See?
Is it?
Oh.
Is it? Okay, fair enough. About to say.
Oh yeah. I don't think that it matters if you just like tap it.
I'm a mess with the corpse. You mess with the room.
All right.
Okay.
So, about to say, what is? So 7 plus. What's your investigation, Tiny? Plus 4.
Investigation plus 5.
Plus 5. All right. So that's a 12. All right. Well, I'll get to you in a second, Kazir.
Yeah.
As you are investigating the room, and I'm just gonna say for the sake of brevity, I assume everybody else is either making themselves comfortable or searching the room as well. But Kazir, as you're looking through, you are, with your criminal background, you are very familiar with raiding a place for information. Yeah, not exactly your first time having to do something like this. Used to just skimming files and like looking for names or specific words. And as you're like looking through this list of files, you are like all over the papers, all over the floor. You are realizing this person had an agenda. This person was trying to find certain information. And you are noticing that the information that seems to be... You get the sense that the information they were probably looking at was anything to do with the Nexus. And, like, any particular pertaining knowledge to the Nexus and, like, its origin, where it came from, and, like, that is kind of what you are getting at. Like, you don't know if this person was trying to hide this information, looking for this information, but you can tell with this investigation check, those are the files that seem to be anything to deal with the Nexus. Like, those files seem to be, like, tampered with. The others kind of seem like knowledge of the abyssal arts, knowing what to spot when you're dealing with a devil or a demon, you know, the information on the study of dark magical items, so on and so forth. Basically, like, normal stuff you'd find in a church library.
Yeah.
In a fantasy world, not the real world.
Oh, definitely understandable.
In the real world.
In the real world, that'd be a lot.
Spot a demon.
That'd be a lot more vague and a lot scarier.
Oh, definitely.
But you would know with that check that's like anything that pertains to the origin of the Nexus, like studying of the Nexus and so on, you are noticing that information is missing.
And Kazir will definitely reveal this information.
It
got stolen.
was
That's
either
likely.
stolen or burned. Hopefully burned.
I'm about to say.
True,
Now let's flip
This
over.
but
person's-
unlikely.
This person, from their wounds, they were probably trying to hide it from Garland or someone and got inflict wounds.
About to say, Blue.
Uh-oh.
With your investigation check, you are like searching through, I assume just making sure, just checking the pockets and like just checking the body to see if there's anything on the person. Maybe even checking the wound to
Completely
see what
strapped,
caused it.
Look at his wound and junk.
Absolutely. With your check, you do notice the wound,
Thorough.
but you notice that in the wound, you see what appears to be a file. Like you see, like almost like a sliver of like skin and flesh that seems to be open slightly, and you just see what appears to be almost like a little bit of like a little bit of like a file or like a scrunch of papers. And you see like that abjuration magic that you saw in this room is super heavy right here.
Oh. Ew.
Wait, what? I missed something.
Who's gonna try and touch it?
Absolutely. You touch it, nothing happens.
Poke it with the stick.
You poke it with the stick, nothing happens.
Can he try and pull it out?
Easily done. You just...
So it's coming from these papers.
And as it pops out, you see the abjuration magic fade. Blue.
That's not good.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. Nice. And
So 10 plus
13. 23.
23. You really think about it for a moment. Why would this person cast a abjuration spell on papers? Especially hiding it in the body. And then you think back to a spell that exists that even you could learn. A spell called non-detection. It's a particular spell that's designed to protect a person, item, or place from a scrying spell. Or from a divination spell. And you get the sense that this wound is pretty fresh. This person probably died within the last 24 hours. And this person probably cast non-detection on the item to probably prevent it from being found.
So my theory was probably correct.
Yes, that's pretty accurate. The moment you found it, however, you get the sense the spell probably reached its duration.
Oh god.
And-
Ew.
Ew. Bimp walks up and goes, would you like me to cast Prestidigitation?
Blue just cast it.
You do, and you just watch as all the blood and all that stuff just and just like falls to the ground. And
They're gonna go to the.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say there is writing on the front of the folder.
Oh?
He's gonna go to the doorway they came from and put his sigil down.
Absolutely.
No.
You go up to the doorway and just put in the next portable dungeon. Excuse me. I thought I was gonna cough.
I'm putting this in here. It had a non-detection spell on it.
Did you want to read the cover?
Sure.
On the cover, it says dossier and research of the Orcus Nexus.
Yeah. This is a dossier of the Orcus Nexus. I'm gonna take this in here.
All right, so you walk into the portable dungeon. And are you going to the base floor, top floor, second floor, or basement?
Just the base floor. Going.
Just
Getting it out of that room, so it'll be detected in a demi plane rather than a there.
absolutely. I will ask this as your dungeon master. Are you going to read any of it, or would you rather just put it like ignorance is bliss, leave it away and put it away?
He just peeks out. I'm gonna hide this, okay?
Fair enough. if it doesn't have anything that would help us, I mean, better they don't have access to it, I guess.
It's a dossier about the Orcus Nexus. I don't want anyone to know the contents of this folder.
Sounds fair to me. I don't know about any of you, but this whole situation is, pardon my language, pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
No argument there.
he's gonna put the folder in the chamber.
Elder
with the
Brain.
big
Just jam it in with the Elder Brain.
All the things I don't need go to the Elder.
Just fucking about to say the tadpoles, about to say the orb that's slowly deteriorating, the dossier on the Orcus Nexus, just all of it in that room.
Just jam it in there. This is my later problem room.
I'm just gonna
No,
oh, go ahead.
He's gonna put it in that room where they held Mary, since it had that table with the removable top.
Fair enough. And you do so, and I again just down, don't even look at it, leave. Fair enough. And I
So
It's
look
a-
at
it's
the shoe.
In like 20 sessions, that room is gonna look like a hoarder's basement.
I mean, you know,
Just stuff that should not exist.
it's a
Like
it's a portable
Eldritch Hoarder.
Oh my,
The new show, Eldritch Hoarder.
oh my god, dude,
Oh,
dude, I want to see Eldritch Hoarders. Like, oh my god, I'm about to say, you know what? I'm gonna write that down. That might
There's
be.
like there's like a shriveled up octopus tentacle monster thing that they find.
I'm just gonna write that.
You know
down.
how they
That's a
find
fun
like
idea.
cat skeletons and shit?
yeah.
Yeah, it's just a shriveled up tentacle monster of undescribable nature.
Just wrote that.
Eldritch, however, calls it Jerry.
Oh my god.
Actually, no, it's Jeremy, but I'll post the spelling.
Just a fun idea for later.
Only form of hellish entertainment.
But as
But it's spelled like that, though.
I guess I'll ask this question: did you want to put the body in the portable dungeon?
Yes.
Right. About to say one of the like laboratory rooms, or
Dissection room. That's where I keep the corpses I don't want to deal with right now.
right now. Later.
That's a later corpse.
He still has 3 of the Peglin citizens in there.
Yes.
Peglin. No,
Yeah,
Pat's down.
just hanging
Pat's down
out.
citizens in there.
I assume you guys took the cardinals that were killed out of there.
Probably.
I-
It's just funny to think they're still laying there.
They're just still there.
They're still marked MIA because Belwraith didn't know they were there.
I mean, yeah, he wasn't in the dungeon when you guys were exploring.
Yeah, they're still missing.
I fed them to my pet drider.
Oh my god.
God.
Sweet Jesus. Annie Hoozles. As you return back, and I assume you take the portable dungeon down.
Yes.
You guys are currently in what appears to be a file room. Belwraith, this doesn't shock you. It would make sense if they were trying to protect this area and prevent any, degradation of the place. It would make sense they probably have active cardinals here, just to not only keep track of things, but also try to write down as much information about it as possible.
It looks like an underground version of my office.
Pretty much, yeah. You'd get the sense that the Holy Knights and the Cardinals would be down here to catalog information, log as much of it as possible. But I'd say information is power, and even if it's information about, say, for example, the way to open it, the best way to be able to keep this place safe is to know how to prevent it.
And it's just also just random shit, like how many centimeters is it off of the ground?
Yes, it would be a lot of that kind of information, especially for like magic users. It would make sense to have as much of like specific information as possible, so that way in case they gotta cast spells.
And it's a ludicrous amount of it too. Valraith is going through some of the filing cabinets. My God, it's even organized the same.
Pretty much, and as you go through, you're finding various books of like about Orcus, the history of Orcus, demons that would exist inside of his realm. You would know like his right hand people, what his aberration, like not aberrations, but apparitions would look like. You know, very much like as much information about Orcus as possible. I'm trying to remember what Orcus's realm is called offhand.
The Realm of Assholes.
I mean, yeah, pretty accurate.
Isn't it the Bog?
No. His would be
Bog is the Demogorgons.
Yeah, the Bog is Demogorgons.
Alright, well
Demogorgons.
I'll just go through the ones that I know, because the only other cold place. But I don't think that's Orcus.
No, there's a... Gosh darn, it's gonna drive me up a wall because of the fact that I knew...
I'm gonna Google it and I don't feel bad.
Here it is. Thanatos.
Thanatos.
But yes, Thanatos. Thanatos is like the realm that's closest to the river Styx. Basically talking about undeath, and you know, it also talks about how like Orcus is essentially the first creator of vampires and the first creator of liches. Of course, these are all theories. There's no concrete proof for one way or another. There are other entities and beings that would argue that that lichdom and vampirism existed before Orcus, but again, no one knows for sure.
He popularized it.
I mean, yeah, there's a chance of that. Either way, there's basically, Belwraith, you're looking through this, and similar to your office, you're just seeing books, files, reports, and it's categorized alphabetically and by date.
There's like one emergency, very hastily written thing down. It moved an inch to the left.
When your world moves exactly 5 centimeters to the left, you'll thank me. You'll thank me.
Alphabetical.
Yeah, it's written as if it's a sign.
context.
It's written down as if it's a sign that it's about to bust open.
But
I mean, it'd be like the most dramatic thing that's happened in months.
Yeah.
I guess I will ask this. Is there any bit of information you guys want to look at inside of this room?
Weaknesses.
All right. So you want to look...
That'll be over there, probably.
You go into the W's, and you find a portfolio literally titled Weaknesses. And like, I'm not even joking, like legitimately this place is so organized because of the fact that the church literally like is the church of order. And as you open it up, you do notice there are some pages. You notice that there are some pages that have been ripped out. Get the sense that this room has been raided. But fortunately, still for the most part organized. And this is what you learn, Tiny.
Oh God.
You learned that that Orcus, being the god of undeath, you realize that most entities underneath Orcus are susceptible to radiance. And because of the fact that they are undead, they thrive with necrotic energy, which means that they are immune to necrotic damage. Spells like Inflict Wounds and Finger of Death will not work on most of Orcus's entities, let alone him himself. There is a dossier about like an emergency. You do notice that there's an emergency dossier literally titled "If the seal is broken," and about to say, which is in the portfolio of weaknesses. And about to say, oh, again, openly up to you if you decide to open that. But as far as like weaknesses go, there are, again, pages are missing, but you are noticing that there's talks about, like, about to say the demons that Orcus prefers to be near him, which you learn very much Orcus likes. Oh god, what are they called? Offhand? Hold on, I have my book. That's
Orcus is a big
Cringe
fan of
babies.
succubi.
He's a big fan of cringe babies.
I mean, would it shock you?
And great unclean ones. Orcus sounds like he stinks. You know what I mean?
I mean, he literally smells with the stench of death.
Yeah. This guy is stinky
He
boy.
has an AoE that is just him stinking.
He worships Papa Nurgle.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Orcus was inspired by Nurgle. Let's see here. It says here that Orcus does not like the presence of other demons inside of his realm. He actually prefers to be surrounded by undeath, so his realm is filled with zombies, skeletons, vampires. Any form of undeath that he could control, he prefers that as his. His subjects.
Liches.
Yep, liches. He does keep some living people, some warlocks, to like work as to be a part of his lineage.
Warlocks are half undead.
I mean, yeah. It does talk about his fortress, which is the fortress city of Naratir, which is
The city of Naruto.
Naruto. Cue the sad Naruto music. Which apparently, according to people who have done like scrying abilities or contacting like angels to like find out information about Naratir, you know that it's a cold, desolate city that literally like undead wandered the streets endlessly. You would know that, like according to this, his castle is literally bones with walls made of flesh, carpets made of woven hair. Literally, he's Papa Frankenstein, I think is the best way to say it. And based on
Sawbone Jones.
the one thing you learned. As far as his weaknesses go, though, you do learn that he is quite powerful in a lot of ways. Very smart, very wise, very charismatic, surprisingly charismatic. He's not as well versed in dexterity. From what you can tell, apparently he's a big boy.
Okay, guys, if we meet Orcus, fireball.
You would know that he, like, according to this, he is immune to things, he is resistant to things, but there's a lot of information that's not quite adding up, which makes sense. You get the sense that these are all from second, third, and fourth accounts. None of these people writing this information have ever met Orcus or been near him. Probably for obvious reasons.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep that dossier.
Absolutely, and there is a bit that literally talks about what happens if the seal breaks.
We will need to make a copy of that dossier, by the way.
Yeah.
Which, I'll ask this question. Would you want to open the file that says if the seal is broken?
Sure.
Yep.
We're waiting for the people to leave, so.
Which you do hear all of these sounds of people leaving, like all these creatures leaving. As
We also want to ensure that they're like a good way out, so that if they're called back, we have time.
And as you open up the file, you see two things. You see two papers, and both of them have items. how to say, the first piece of paper is literally the two pieces of paper say hope and no hope. There's like there's more to it, but like the two like papers say hope and no hope. Which one would you like to read first?
Hope.
So you open up the file that says hope, and you see an item which appears to be a band, like a kind of like a almost like a bracelet, but it
NSYNC. Okay. We just gotta find NSYNC.
and it is, and as you read hope, it literally, you read it and it basically goes that talks about if the seal were to be broken, there is a way to keep Orcus at bay, even if it's just for a short period of time. Orcus is a very powerful entity and literally lives off of the life source, lives off life sources and undeath. If Orcus were ever to set foot in the realm, it would spread undeath and it would spread necromancy everywhere, causing the realm to start to fall into decay. But not in the rotful way, like if Zucketmoy were to come into the realm, but more along the lines of people would die. And but instead of dying, they would just it's almost as if they would rot and just become zombies in the streets. He spreads decay. I ought to say the hope dossier talks about how there's a way to keep him back, but at a cost. The bracelet you see in your hand is a bracelet to the champion of the Raven Queen.
Oh.
In this dossier, it goes into detail on how this works, so no identify spell needs to be used. The wearer of this bracelet can funnel magic into it in order to send back a undead entity of any power. But the more power you put into it, it will drain your life source. If you needed to push Orcus back and prevent him from entering the realm, one could give up their life to push him back, but according to the dossier, they don't know how long it would last. Best case scenario, a day. Worst case scenario, a few hours. But the thing is that this bracelet is untested. No, it is made by the Raven Queen as a last ditch effort to keep Orcus from entering the material plane.
Whoa.
Whoever uses this can push an undead creature back, specifically into Thanatos. But, and there is in hope, does go into detail. The Raven Queen created this particular item to prevent the usurper of death from entering the material plane. There apparently is a long-winded story about how Orcus once challenged the Raven Queen for her domain of death. The Raven Queen was successful in winning, but unfortunately, gods are not allowed to kill each other, and Orcus may not be a god per se, but Orcus can't die unless he is in Thanatos. And even then, there's no guarantees he'd be dead. So, the Raven Queen created a way in which her champion could seal away Orcus. Again, no amount of time for sure, especially if the door is open.
Oh.
But at least it would be able to keep Orcus from free roaming the realm.
Now we get it.
There is a side effect to using this item. Using this item is a guarantee that it will succeed, but it is a trade-off. One would sacrifice their life in order to do this. Sacrificing your life in this way counts as dying of old age, which means revivify, raise dead, or even resurrection will not work to bring the person back. If using this item, the only way to bring them back is with a wish spell.
Damn.
Or the time bauble.
Yes, or the time bauble. Because of the fact that because it is a god relic.
It will specifically reverse you 24 hours in the past.
Which means if somebody uses this, somebody better pull that time bobble. Otherwise, they're fucking. They're unlike because if 24 hours passes, you'd be resurrected as a mummy.
Oh
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
So this is in the Hope file. And I will say this as your dungeon master. As the file states, this will work. You don't know how long it will work. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
This is a last resort item.
Last resort.
What?
Holy ditch. Not holy ditch. What the hell was I trying to say? My
Oh,
brain just. shit.
Last ditch effort.
Last ditch effort. Thank you.
Holy last ditch effort.
Yeah.
I'll open the
What's
no
the item
hope.
in the no hope?
in No Hope, as you open it, you see what appears to be beads. About 10 of them. And
Ooh,
in No,
great.
as you read No Hope, you read, if the seal is broken and there's no way to seal Orcus back from whence he came, there is a way to give yourself up without becoming an undead. These are beads of acid.
Cyanide pills.
Pretty much, yes. These are essentially, not to get too
Kill
dark,
yourself.
not to get too dark. These are essentially the equivalent of cyanide pills. They only work. These items only work if you do it to yourself. These items not only will kill you, they will liquefy your body into literal acid, like literally a pool of nothing, so that you cannot be resummoned and regenerated as a part of Orcus's army.
They only work on yourself.
Yes, they are magically made specifically to only work if you choose to ingest it. This is a last resort item.
They taste like sugar. Try it out.
What did I say? I'm trying to remember
Work on a corpse.
I mean, theoretically, but they have to choose to take it. Let me take. Hold on a second. I'm just double checking.
Corpse requires your consent.
Yeah, listen. They have a safe word. It's
Just cast commune with dead.
I'll be right back.
Listen, I like casting in with Dad to talk with them. Listen, I need you to choose to do this.
All right, buddy, you're already dead.
Well,
So really? Think about
I'm
it.
doing you a favor.
Listen.
ow.
Windsor,
Yes.
you said, I'm saying this again, you said that the Raven Queen actually takes action in this type of things.
Yes. It
Due to this bracelet being connected to the Raven Queen, Blue's going to hold it and pray to her.
Absolutely. And say, I need to do something real quick.
I mean, her champion is here, right? I mean, not with us right now, but oh no, wait, no. Why was I thinking? Never mind. Brain shit.
Sadly, we don't have the champion of the Raven Queen. We're not Vox Machina.
It's true.
Yeah, my brain lit on me for a few different ways.
Is there a way that I can find champions?
I mean, that's just it. You guys don't know if the Raven Queen currently has a champion.
Well, I mean, Blue's asking.
Blue as you pray, the world does go dark. And as you do so, by the by, just in case anybody is curious, the items in the No Hope, they are known as the beads of Torm. Which I'll just say for the sake of brevity, because it's a little bit fun for you guys to know this. Torm is the god of courage and self-sacrifice. It would make sense these beads would exist for self-sacrifice if shit hit the fan. Normally Torm refers people dying for just cause. You know, like you know, like if hey, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna take you with me.
He's another sub-deity of Tyr.
Yeah, pretty much, and he is normally he is lawful neutral. Typically, he's about good, and most of his things are super good. But Torm is also the god of choice, and sometimes you have to make a decision, even if it's not a good one.
That makes sense.
So it would make sense that they would name these after him. That doesn't mean Torm made them, but it's named after Torm. Yeah. Anyways, Blue, as you do so, and you pray, you holding this bracelet, the rest of the room goes dark. And I would like everybody to mute their microphones except for Tiny.
Blue gets in the praying position, kneeling, holding the band, having it kind of wrapped around one hand, doing like you do prayer beads.
Absolutely.
And he speaks into it.
Absolutely. And as you pray,
Raven Queen, I seek your guidance.
So, and this is a thing, and you guys can hear me, but I'm giving you guys voiceless at the moment. Something I do in my games, when finding items of the gods, there are ways to talk to them. Not always in ways you would expect, and there are ways in which they will contact you. But finding especially artifacts of champions typically leads to situations like this, just for future games. Blue, as you pray, you start to hear the sound. You start to hear, ah, 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 and you start to see, like, coming from all around you, the sounds of birds. And you look, as you kind of open your eyes, you see what appears to be almost like a pool of blood. And as you look, you watch as rising from that pool of blood, you see pointing like a head poking out. You see what appears to be the head of a vulture. As it starts to as it seems to walk through the blood, you see what appears to be almost. Roll a nature check for me. Because I'm curious if Blue would know what this race is. Since none of you guys have met one in this game.
Rolled 19 to 9. What's your nature? Nature plus 5, so
14. Okay. So you've heard of creatures like that. You've heard of these creatures. This creature appears to be you've heard tales of Kenku that can fly, known as Aarakocra. But Aarakocra are typically depicted as eagle folk, essentially. But this person appears to be a vulture. They don't have to be. Also, another fun fact about me: when it comes to Kenku and Aarakocra, I don't mean you have to be an eagle or a crow. You literally could be any bird race, because it's fun.
Just how strays Kenku in the Sindis one wasn't a crow.
Exactly. But you watch as this entity this Aarakocra looking creature walks out, and you see what appears to be two massive vulture wings. But there's something about them. They don't seem natural. They almost seem angelic in a way. And you watch as this creature, as it fully steps out, you see what appears to be a 7-foot tall Aarakocra, like wearing nothing but kind of like monks, like the monk robes, and but it's more like the pants and the symbol of the Raven Queen along the pant legs. This person appears to be completely shirtless. Blue, I would like you to roll me a religion check.
Okay.
Because I know you are trained in religion.
It's trained in religion. Always been intimidated. It was Avery.
You got this.
I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use inspiration
Absolutely.
since Avery's deciding to be mean.
All right.
Religion plus 7.
So 26. Blue. The story of the Raven Queen goes far and wide. There's no shortage of tales, as the Raven Queen is probably the most common god that most people meet, whether they live or die from the circumstances. She is a deity that literally walks amongst the mortals. But you would know that she's not always the one who walks between. She does have archangels that walk in her stead. And one in particular that's quite popular is what appears to be an entity of a vulture named Carrion. He is typically depicted as a bird-like humanoid, and often an intimidating figure, one that most people do not often like to meet in death. But you see him towering above you. Who are you?
My name is Blue Ward, a part of the Solaris.
You're part of that group. The ones who have exited the cycle.
Yes.
Tell me, Blue Ward, what brings you to pray to the Raven Queen?
Me and my group are currently in a necropolis of undeath, led by Orcus in order to get him into the mortal realm.
And so you pray to us, to my matron. Are you seeking guidance, power, salvation?
Anything she'd be willing to do to help us.
Roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Oh. That would be 3.
Okay, so hold on. You kind of roboted a little bit. So 18 plus
33.
33. He did get a 37 to read you. But he looks at you up and down. And you watch as he lowers himself to your level in a crouched position and almost forcing you to look at his vulture face.
Has not looked away and has not tried to stand up.
What are you willing to give up to save the ones you love?
Right now, I'm willing to risk my life to save the people of the immaterial realm.
Would you be willing? Would you be willing to bet your soul?
He looks him in the eyes. Arian, I have been betting my soul this entire time.
You watch as he stands up before you. Stand, Blue Ward.
He stands up.
I'm going to give you a little bit of an edge. But know this, before this is done, Blue Ward. I'm willing to offer you everything you need. If you are serious, if you're willing to gamble everything for the ones you love. You watch as he extends out his talon. Make a deal with the Celestial. Make light where there is darkness. Give people the light that they need and guide those in death. You are no champion to the Raven Queen unless you want it. But we can offer help if that is what you need.
What are the terms of this contract?
If you are looking for assistance for the time being to defeat this avatar, we know of this entity, and it must die. And you almost see like black feathers start to circle around you, around him, and around this pool of blood. We will help you to kill this entity and to keep him from coming back. But
You will help me kill Orcus.
Orcus is an entity that I cannot kill. Had I the power, I've done so long ago. None of us dare enter Thanatos. It is a death wish. But what is your level of devotion, Blue Ward? Do you wish for assistance? Just to kill this entity and be done? Or are you looking for assistance for all of them? And you watch as he flicks his hand, and you see faces of the broken skull that you've seen. You see the face of Ezrin, the face of Malden, the face of Obel, and you see the familiar face of Valismir. And you see the voice, you see the face of Vector.
Blue looks back. Does he see the thing that's currently clinging onto him?
Yes, you do see this creature, a creature latched to your back, and it seems to be physical in this realm.
If I do devotion for help killing all of them, will that cement my path as a cleric of the Raven Queen, or will I be able to continue as a bard?
You may continue as a bard, but you will be influenced. Death will affect you in a different way. If you choose to give true devotion, we can make you, or you could become the first bardic champion of the Raven Queen. But if this is not the path you wish, we will at least help you in the Solaire seal away the enemy, the thorn in the side of the Raven Queen. But if you are, but if you,
Winter,
yes,
you can finish that.
absolutely. These are the roads set before you. You are the one who chose to contact us. Take a moment and make your path known. Yes, you asked. I would like to ask you a question.
Roll a persuasion check.
Do you want me to roll a persuasion check for my
I want
archangel?
I want you to roll a persuasion check.
Absolutely. Also, by the by, in case anyone's curious, this is an archangel I made for the Raven Queen. So that is a 29 for persuasion.
Blue closes his eyes and lets the words sink in. In this realm, am I able to summon visages of things?
Yes.
He holds out his hand and summons the Black Book of the Damned.
And as you do, you see you see Carrion, roll an insight check.
I need to work on his insight. That's one of the major things I need to work on. That's a 2.
It's a 2. You can't quite read him. His bird face is hard to read. But
Hard to read a bird.
as he looks at the book, do you follow the Whispered One?
Opposite.
Are you looking to be rid of the book?
I am looking to be rid of the book. I have it in my possession, technically. Keeping it away from others.
We could seal this away for some time. But the book is powerful.
It will relocate itself, but
Even under
it being sealed for some time will lessen liches.
even in our grasp, it will only last a number of years. But it's better under celestial eyes. You watch as he extends out a hand for the book.
He hands him the book.
And you
on your offer,
hmm,
I am devoted. Fully. I very much disdain undeath. And I wish to keep my friends and family safe.
your answer is fair. And you watch as he extends out the hand and takes the book. And you watch as almost like the sound of a wing flapping as he brings the handbook, his hand back, and you watch as the book just vanishes. Like the sound of a wing flap.
Just making it clear, using the book to sweeten the deal a bit.
Oh, I know what you did. Respect. Respect. And you watch as he extends out his hand. So, do we have a deal?
He moves and shakes his hand. We have a deal.
Fair.
Hopefully, we will see the first champion of Arctic champion of the Raven.
As you feel his grip, you feel a sensation creep up your body. And as you look, you see, you feel a weird kind of burning, tingling sensation up your arm. You have been marked. You have been chosen. By by your own accord and no one else's. I feel a song of a spiritfarer would be quite pleasing to the Raven Queen. You have been marked, and with that we will help you against Orcus. Specifically against this avatar that you see fit to fight. When this is said and done, if you are true to your word and wish to follow this path to truly be a champion, underneath the floating city is where the former champion lay. There you will find an item, a heroic item dedicated to the champion. Find it, and we will honor you as the Swan Song champion. Do you choose not to, and that is where the path ends. Is that clear?
That is clear. Thank you for this option, this chance.
You watch as he puts his hand on your shoulder. Do not fear death, Blue Ward. No matter when your time comes, sooner or later, we will be here to guide you to the other side. Be at peace. We are watching. And you hear the sound of the ravens once again. And you watch as you are it's almost like you sink into the blood. And as you do, the world lights up once again, and you are around your allies once more. Everybody else can unmute.
Wow.
Lou's sinking in blood, waking up from it, grabs his chest, panting. Did they hear any of his words, or was he just sat there?
No, you were just sat there. They just saw you. All they could see is you praying. Oh boy. What's going on now? Can you guys can you guys hear me okay?
You okay, Blue?
Yep.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, good. Just sorry, there was a hiccup on my end.
No worries.
You get used to it.
He's going to roll up his sleeve.
As you roll up the sleeve, you see as you roll up your sleeve, you have what appears to be an ink sleeve of crows and ravens flying up your arm.
Wow. Definitely not there before.
And at the shoulder, where your arm meets your shoulder socket, you see the symbol of a vulture.
Why do I already know you did something at least questionable?
I did a thing with what is it? Avatar?
The archangel of the Raven Queen.
Even more than that.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke with an archangel of the Raven Queen.
Oh.
So you did something at least mildly questionable.
They are willing to help us with this battle against Garland.
So you did something even more questionable to get them to help us.
The Raven Queen is trustworthy.
This is true.
One of the most trustworthy gods. Which is why I trust with this.
I mean, I may be biased, but any god is trustworthy.
Any god or your god?
Any.
No.
It's
yeah.
devils
I
that
feel
aren't.
like he would. I feel like he would know that there are gods who are not trustworthy.
I mean,
I mean,
Uh,
is that true, Winter?
oh no, agreed. But I say you're not wrong to question the motives of gods. However, Balrate does have a point when it comes to the gods. When a bargain is struck, no matter what their intentions are,
Oh.
they do honor their words. So, like even
okay.
even evil deities will do so because it's part of their ability. It comes with the bargain.
Well, when it comes
However,
to
if
deals-
like motive and ulterior thoughts, that you are 100% to go like,
yeah, like
no.
one might lie to make a deal, but
Yeah.
they'd still stick with the deal.
or at least they
Right.
twist their words to make sure that it's like it's more of a half truth. Unless you're dealing with the actual god of lies, and at that point, like, yeah, you're gonna be, but you knew what you signed up for.
Yeah, that's.
yeah.
It's in the name, man.
Yeah.
Make a bargain with Asmodeus, and if you think he's not gonna con you, I hate to tell you
That's
this.
like being surprised that the god of craziness will make you crazy.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
Oh my
like-
god. Avatar.
Oh my
I know
god.
what I mean.
I didn't expect
Well-
that the tigers would eat my face.
huh, those words.
Yeah.
How long was I out?
It fell to you guys. You guys have watched him pray. He was only like he was in the prayer stance for a couple minutes, but I mean that's it. About to say a typical length of somebody praying.
2, 3 minutes.
Alright. Why am I getting so many tattoos recently?
So, I don't know. Why do you keep getting tattoos?
One on my back, one on my arm.
Well,
They're
dumb
not-
choices lead to dumb tattoos.
I don't think they're terribly hard to remove with prestidigitation.
Actually, the one on my arm is really cool.
I mean, it's
I
very.
still can't look at the one on my back. He just looks back, seeing the glowing image of the demon latched on me.
I mean, yeah. I will say this though: the motif of your arm is basically very Edgar Allan Poe.
Nice.
Yeah, I figured you'd be a fan of that.
Alright, he's gonna look out the door, see if the army's still.
At this point, you guys have been here for some time, and because you took the time to research, look into things, you guys have noticed that at this point, most of this place is about 95% empty. You're still seeing straggling zombies and straggling skeletons, but nothing more.
Are they wandering or leaving?
They seem to be leaving, but they're not moving as fast as the others. Again, zombies. They take a while to move.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys wish to keep moving?
Yeah.
All right. And as you do, you guys notice that there are 2 staircases. One staircase seems to continue following down the wall and leads to what appears to be another room. And then there's a staircase that goes down towards the city.
We are looking to get to the Nexus, so that'd be down to the room.
City.
Down towards the city. Oh, different city. I don't know why I was thinking of Skystead as the city.
Oh, shitty.
No, Bone City, then Necropolis.
Let's go down to Bone City,
All right.
where the grass is green and the girls are pretty.
Grass is dead and girls are
Also dead.
so dead.
All right. So you
Down to the Bone City where the grass is dead and the girls are also dead.
and the girls are also dead. So with that being said, then
Everything.
you guys start walking down into the necropolis. I will ask: are you guys going to continue to be stealthy, or are you going to be open?
Stealthy, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Did you want to use the shadow blade again to give you guys pass without a trace?
Wait, I can use that Twice?
Yeah, you got two. There are 2 uses on your sword, and then there are 2 uses from the mask, like the mark of mask.
Okay.
All right. So, would you like to use it from the sword or from your
It's
mark?
a sword.
All right. So you pull the sword, and as you do, you once again see the shadows creep out of it as it starts to coat your guys' bodies. I would like each of you to roll me a stealth check, and it is with plus 10.
Only 30.
So
Only 33.
only 33.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I rolled a nat 20 with that. And
Die, can you roll to break you?
16, Garner's plus 5, 21, plus 10, 31.
Nice. I say
31 for Guardian.
Still-
Fuck.
still-
Nat
that's
20. Fucking piece
Wow.
of shit.
20.
But,
That's still 25 for Belwraith, though.
Yeah, but he could have been at nat 20.
I know, right? man, Philman is just having a bad day. It's another natural one for Philman.
I believe that counts as a 4, Blue.
I see the 7, and then plus his stealth of what?
Oh.
Plus 11?
Plus 13.
So that's 20 plus 10, so 30. And then I gotta say, okay, there we go. Oh Jesus!
I'm just trying to mess with roll 20 since it's being mean.
Let's see here. Knackle got a.
Oh, Jesus.
Philman got a natural 1. Knackle got.
Again.
Yep.
Again.
Unfortunately. I mean, the boy wears heavy armor. Comes with the gig. What I say, Belwraith understands.
Mm-hmm.
What I say, we got a 27 for Alosa. We got a 32 for Karik. Actually, no, that'd be a 34 for Karik. And then for Bimp, that is 18 for Bimp. So that's not bad. And then did Henrik roll, or is Herma still with us?
I think he's dead. Oh,
Oh no.
stealth.
Barely alive.
Stealth with a plus 10.
Wow. Damn, you sound so tired, bro.
Kids, am I right?
Yeah, I know. 18?
Have coffee.
Yep.
All right.
Fine, we're not having any.
So as you guys start creeping down, you still do see you still see skeletons and zombies, but you guys are staying silent. You're trying your best not to make any noise. Philman does almost swing his tail and whack the armor on a wall, but once again you watch as Kazir literally just grabs the tail before it hits, and he just turns, and you just look at him and just go shh, and just. As you guys progress, I assume you're going to try to use maybe the buildings or the alleyways to try to stay quiet.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
All right.
Not moving in the streets.
All right. As you guys are progressing, I'm going to need a second stealth check.
No.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So
Stealth.
pass without a trace is still up. Just I need a second check for inside the city.
13,
Bonus.
23.
Okay.
23 for Belwraith.
Oh.
Ooh, but I say still at 33 though.
6 plus 5.
So 21. 21 for
Why is
Garnet.
one number a red
Yes.
one?
Because it's a natural one.
Well,
And he still gets a
wouldn't both-
23.
Oh, wouldn't both have technically be natural ones? Nah.
No, because of the fact that you rolled a natural on one side, but you rolled a natural 4 on the other. But because of reliable talent, you can't roll
Oh.
underneath.
Okay, I get it.
I still count natural ones as,
Natural 1.
natural 1.
Yeah.
Wow, good. Philman, there we go. Good on you, dude. That's double 19s.
Oh, damn it. God damn! I gotta get my chair fixed or something. I think the
What happened?
ratchets on. Well, I think the ratchets on it are one. Because if I can either have it straight up or all the way back. If I have it somewhere in between, it
Ooh,
chunks down.
I see.
All right.
Truly a tragedy. It's super annoying.
I'll be right back.
Absolutely. So that is.
Well, you're not. I'm using Avery now because Roll20's mean.
Fair. I'm aware. I can see it in the chat. About as a Herma, Herma's quiet. When he gets a chance, have him roll a second roll for being in the city.
Natural one.
Oh. All right.
That's what we want to see. Oh my god.
I'm carrying, guys. I'm carrying.
Quick, Henrik, use a point of lucky.
You still have the Boots of Elvenkind.
Oh, that is
Oh yeah, I do.
true. So
Wow,
technically, it's
so-
with advantage.
Ah, at 10.
I love that it was went from 1 to double 1.
Double
Oh,
I'm failing still.
I was say it's still.
But
Failing?
doubly so.
You have a dex of plus. You have a dex of +5, don't you?
Plus 3.
+3. That's right. I mean, that's still 24 though.
24.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Philman got a 29. Finally made up for it. But I say Karik got another 30 because he was built for Dex in mind. I say Bimp, unfortunately, not so lucky. I say because that is only
Get better.
that's only a 16 for Bimp. I say, but Knackle got a 22. I say Henrik with a
Alright, ready, starting.
Henrik with a 24. Kazir with a 33. I say
23.
well 33 because Pass Without a Trace is still up.
Oh yeah. Forgot.
But I say Garnan got a 20. But I say Belwraith got a 23. And Blue with a 29. As you guys are sneaking through the necropolis, and you get closer and closer to the altar. But I say, who would be the closest one
That's
here?
where we leave it.
Yeah, that's where you leave. That's where you all die. No, Blue. As you're about to cross from one alleyway to another, you see a spectral, like shade-looking face pass you. Like it literally gets within an inch of you and looking in your direction. You kind of like have to like, freaking like Sekiro like hug the wall. And as you see the face of a shade, as it looks in your direction, narrowly missing you. And then it phases through the wall and keeps going. You guys just barely passed. You guys continue heading towards the altar.
Too close.
But does the party continue towards the altar?
Yes. At least I would think so.
I'm gonna set the altar on fire.
All right.
The bones on fire.
One last check. One more stealth check through the center, towards the center of the city.
Alright, guys, party wide nat 1. Party wide nat 1. Don't roll higher than 1.
Oh, that's a
I
natural
was close.
one
I
for
was
Kazir.
close. Oh, we were pretty close. I got a natural 2 for 17.
Oh fuck.
About to say, Kazir, as you almost tries to, like, you're walking, you almost.
Fucking Garnan gets a nat 20.
As you're about to trip and fall, like you're like almost like you're gonna hit the ground. You watch as Garnet just extends out an arm and grabs you.
Thanks. That would have been bad.
Don't mention it.
Shushes you as you've done filming twice now.
Just Garnet looks at you. Shh.
Yeah.
Speaking of Hillman, that's actually a good roll for him. He got a 23. All right, the rest of your party does pretty decently. Say Belwraith, that is a 27.
No, it's just a 17.
Well, no, because Pass Without a Trace is still up. I assume you guys are keeping it up as you're going through the city.
But I have disadvantage.
Oh, that's true. That is true. So that is a 17. That is my bad.
Oh, it's okay. Our rules will air you, even if it's against me.
That's fair. That's fair. And
do better. You're
Well,
the DM. You're supposed to know all the rules.
I'm not supposed to
Jesus,
know
come on.
everything. About to say, by the way, Blue, I assume that's a 30.
Yes.
God, you guys. Some of you guys have insane stealth. I gotta say, and Henrik, I need.
Yeah, some of us.
I need you to roll. I need you to roll one more stealth check. You are the deciding factor.
Uh-huh. So
Uh-oh.
for me. So,
Say that.
in this situation,
Yes.
there's only two possible outcomes. One, rejoice. Two, we all fail. 24.
24.
Oh.
As you
We all die.
As you guys get close to the altar, you see what appears to be an undead bird fly, like almost like a rock, fly over you. And it seems to be going. It seems to be going up the mountain, and it flies just above. And as Belwraith almost accidentally gives away his position to the rock, Henrik, you just like silently dive towards Belwraith and actually push his head down as the bird just flies above, narrowly missing you.
Too close.
Another very close call. I'm a little sad because this could have been a full-on city zombie fight.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
Thank you. Do that before.
The thing is, I have that map prepped.
Check the chat for me real quick.
the bird hitting Belwraith.
Hold on. I gotta see something.
Oop.
Okay. There's nothing around us now, right?
There does not appear to be anything around you. Just the altar. Just the altar up above slightly. It's just it's a bit more up the stairs in the center of the city.
Blue is going to cast Sending to Sylvan.
All right.
He is going to say, "We're at a bone altar with a massive minotaur skull. Creatures leaving. We're sneaking about. If you're here, let's meet up."
You get a response instantly. Near the skull. That actually works out really well. Would you mind coming up here and giving me a quick hand? A bit of a situation.
Just face palms and goes up.
As you
I
guys
was about to make a joke that's like right behind us.
on your left.
I can see you guys. You're like 2 houses away.
I could see you. Gotta say, who's that devil guy? He almost got you guys caught.
You fucking racist.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Skulven was actually just canonically racist.
I mean,
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Well,
based.
to be
Me
fair,
too.
Herma based him off a classic lizard folk, and they are horrifyingly
Very
racist. They see other races
Same.
as food.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Not even
Oh, heck.
Belwraith, just me.
As you guys go up in towards the skull, you see inside of the skull, inside of what appears to be an arcane circle, you see a familiar lizard folk, clad in armor, wielding.
Familiar to some of us.
Yeah, familiar to some of you, but to
Most
say
of us.
different to others. You see what appears to be a lizard folk dressed in heavy armor, similar to Philman, dressed in very heavy armor, wielding what appears to be 2 long, thin blades one along his side and one along his back. You see what appears to be his skin appears to be green, but you see a tint of black circling the scales. And you watch as he is currently got shackles of some kind, like wrapped around his arms, pinning him to the ground.
It's arcane.
Seems to be arcane, an arcane sigil of some kind. Using your vision, you could tell that he's trapped in what appears to be a dark abjuration magic.
Who's going to use one of his Uon Stone dispel magics on it?
And what level is that?
Yeah, the 3rd level.
3rd level? Let me just double check this real quick.
Actually, you needed a 9th level.
Yeah, you needed it to be a 9th level. Alright, that is 3rd level, and so is this one. So as you focus on the Ion Stone, you watch as it, like, you cast it out, and the sigil just turns to nothing. It is a successful dispel. And I'm going to roll a check for Skulvin. And because of his ability, he has advantage on the check.
Baby boy.
I say, yep, that is enough. You watch as he just feels. You almost feel like the weight. There was some kind of weight on his body, and as it dispels, you watch as he just kind of flexes his hands, and you just hear the as the chains around his arms break. Ah, that's better. And you watch.
How do you get so strong?
Protein. Let's go with that.
Your fangs aren't made for biting.
Yeah. And you watch as he smiles, and you see them almost more serrated. It's good to see you, Blue.
Both of us changed a lot in our looks.
Yeah.
Good to see you too.
Good to see you. And then he looks around, and he just sees all of the rest of your companions. And he looks at you all and goes, "So, now that we're reacquainted," and you watch as you hear cracking as he flexes his shoulders, and you see the plate mail on his body flex with his muscles. Who's ready to kill a bastard?
Very ready indeed.
I don't think we've met before.
I am. Skelvin beat berries. Berries, Skelvin.
And I am going to end the session here.
Good line to end on.
A line to end on because of the fact that next week, Herma, I will be handing you back your original character for a session or two, and I will hand you the information for the Oath of Shadows Paladin.
Nice.
As he is the same level as you guys, but he is multi-classed. He is
Yeah, makes sense.
he is 4 levels in fighter.
You're a paladin.
He is 4 levels in fighter and 9 levels in paladin.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Well, I figured he would go for the 4th level, about to say level 4 feet, and then 9 levels in paladin for all the benefits that come with it.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean,
All the divine smites.
he's a multi-class of samurai paladin with samurai paladin. He is a samurai paladin. He is a combination samurai fighter with a Oath of Shadow paladin.
Cool.
Nice.
But we'll save introductions and all that stuff for next week, as I feel it would be more authentic for Hermo to control his original character and introduce himself to himself.
Agreed.
Oh yeah, that won't be weird at all.
Oh, it's fine.
You ready to
Super
roleplay with
awesome.
yourself, Hermo? Welcome back to
Do you know
DMing.
how often Winter talks to himself in this game?
It's true.
All the time.
A lot,
Literally
like
every session. It's
a
great.
lot.
It's my favorite thing.
Fuck you. There are some things that if I could rewind and change, I would. But
Yeah.
What
I-
did I do?
Yeah.
What did I do? Why did I mess with the raven?
I don't know. Why did you?
Yeah, that was a mistake. Oh shit. that was my chair falling apart.
Oh.
Not literally,
Oh.
but you know,
Yeah.
really sucks when it does that because it's always super sudden.
Uh,
Anyways,
I will say this above game though, Tiny, just for you, just because this is something I do within my campaigns, and this is kind of how I prefer doing like god interactions of this caliber. Just because of the fact that if you could just pray to any god and go like, I want power, that would absolutely be broken as fuck.
hell yeah, let me do that.
I save it for moments.
Moments and
Blue-
clerics, right?
Blue knew that.
Mhm.
He wouldn't have tried and messed with her if A, he didn't have prayed to her several times beforehand. B, this wasn't a situation that involves her expertise and a grudge. And
It's-
C,
Yeah,
a
completely.
champion's artifact.
Exactly. Like legitimately, like these are the circumstances because like this is also the same reason why Kazir ended up being contacted by the abyssal prince of fungi and decay. Literally circumstances.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, he wouldn't
He
have
breathed-
gotten countered if he didn't touch the mushroom.
You
It's true.
breathed in some of that good stuff.
Breathe in the good shit.
Started tripping
Yeah.
about mushrooms.
Yep.
But the
And
thing,
had one mess with his brain.
Huh. Tripping about hot mushroom woman.
it's true. Also, by the way, that reminds me, Herma, I'm actually gonna have to send you the information for his mount as well, because he still has access to his. Yeah, he still has access to Loretta, but there's some new abilities that come with that because of the Oath of Shadow.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I say, I did some fun. I like making subclasses. I like to make them fun for everybody. So I mean, and I appreciate that people like that. But I will say this though, Tiny, for you, because this is information that I like my players to know. You were given an opportunity and a path you could choose. I did give you a means to not pursue this if you do not want this. But if you're serious about it and you want to, the offer was put out for you.
Crater.
Yep, go to the crater underneath. There is an artifact waiting for you if you want it. Otherwise,
Raven is one of the only gods he actually likes, though.
absolutely. And which makes perfect sense why Blue would pursue it. And also, no, you would not have to go into Paladin or Cleric. In fact, I think when you were starting to bring this up, and the more I thought about it, I'm like, it'd be really fun to see a bardic spiritfarer, don't you think?
Singing
Yee.
songs to the souls.
I hate to hop off, but
Now,
for some reason I'm starting to get a bad cough.
no, I am also gonna hop off because I'm gonna eat something a little bit more better for my stomach since.
Good plan.
But I do hope you guys had fun. I know this could have been like, in all
Oh,
honesty.
nah.
Here's the thing, this could have gone in two directions. God damn it, Norton, go away. I gotta say, this could have gone in one of two ways. This could have been a very violent and very hard fight to get to the fucking center of this city.
Yep.
But because of the fact that you guys are higher level, you guys are strategic, and you guys chose not to, I was so ready for Belwraith to just go like, nah, dude, we're going directly in there. We're not looking back. Every second counts. We're not gonna stop. But I say, I cannot put anybody else at risk.
He really wanted to do that. But he knows he gets outvoted often in play. So,
Yeah, but at the same time, while yes, there are now some civilians in danger due to the zombies leaving the place, and now you guys are pretty much alone.
yeah.
Which is... I mean, they're in danger, but we also warned the paladins and junk.
This is true. You gave all the cities a fighting chance. I'm just saying, there are strategies to both. I was fully prepared. I had maps and stuff ready for the city for you guys to just have a full-on, like, this could have been a literally slobber knocker of a fight to try to get to the altar.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Also, by the way, if you're curious, I did roll, and unfortunately, Skulven got caught sneaking into the necropolis.
Yeah, I kind of guessed that.
The only problem is, rather than killing him, they saw an opportunity,
Oh no.
which that could be discussed in the next session. That'll be discussed in the next session.
Before I get worse.
That'll be
Hope you
discussed.
guys have a great night.
Absolutely, dude. You have a good night. It'll be discussed in the next session, and specifically, Herma will know why Skulven got caught.
Okay. You're gonna have to take a look at the fucking ratchets in my chair and see if I can fix it or if I have to suffer.
But as much as I would love to keep hanging out and talking, and honestly, because this is fun shit, because I love it when you guys decide you want to do even more than what I anticipated, because I left this open-ended. Tiny, you absolutely did not have to do anything with the Raven Queen, but I was fully prepared in case you did.
Lou has been searching for some way to contact her.
Yes, and this happened to be a circumstance in which she would be watching this very closely.
And now offering help.
It's true. And with that being said, though...
What that help is...
you don't know yet. About to say, more than likely in the next session, you'll find out. Either way, I'm going to hop off for the night, just because I want to rest my throat a little bit, because I'm feeling my sinuses kicking in. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. This was a lot of fun.
No.
Oh, okay, I understand. I had to say, you guys have a wonderful night, and don't stay up too late, because I assume, Tiny, you work tomorrow.
I do.
You should probably get some sleep.
Probably.
And
I
Henry...
sleep in a bed, but eh.
And Herma, hang in there, buddy. I know what it's like to have kids around all the time. Yeah.
We're not having any.
Yeah.